wish to do.
Can we go outside?
Outside of the immediate shaft you're in, of course.
So is there just one? Is it just like a straight hallway? Like, is there only one path to go on at this point?
No, actually, there are many outcroppings that don't seem to go very far. Granted, your vision is hampered in the darkness, but with this, you chose an outcropping that led into a dead end, as to have your back to a wall should anything come at you.
Oh,
Can
we're still there. Okay, okay, I remember this.
can you put up on the screen where we are?
Um, Basically, this is just a visual representation, not a current map.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with this, you are able to go there. It's largely a straight mine shaft with many offshoots and kind of strip mines.
Mm-hmm.
However, many of these don't go terribly far, and some that do go far seem to be caved in. There is one main path along the way, not truly hampered, but it is littered with old rubble, dirty pickaxes, and, well, rocks and stones and dirt for the most part.
If I remember correctly, we had gone down that path. And so,
Um,
When we left off, I think we were seeing like forges and stuff. Decrepit
yeah,
cobweb
basically you
covered
are
forges.
on this page, still in the mine shaft area.
okay. So then, let's go. Let is there any area that has some light coming from it besides torches or stones?
Um, Ultimately, there are only the stone crystals vaguely illuminating the way. They do seem to be largely along the main path, and some sparkle into the side shafts, but not many are seen past those ways, as they are mostly dead ends.
Okay. So my suggestion is not the place we came from, but let's keep going down the main shaft.
Absolutely.
Y'all okay with that?
Yeah, I would suggest we don't linger too long because I remember last time we were hearing weird noises and stuff. And there's
Yeah.
there's cobwebs, and then there's dead ends. I would kind of just probably, yeah, not linger too long.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any input?
Do we still have our cart?
It was destroyed, no.
Okay.
Or rather, you guys ditched it to chase after the egg.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Y'all hopped off and ran past, and then got onto, or rather chased, the cart with the egg in question.
Some
And
of
now you are down deeper below.
poor
Okay,
some of the goblins went smash.
they did.
Poor goblins.
Okay, so with this, now, for a quick question for Kitten here, yes, but keep it low. No true curses and such. Okay. All right. As you continue up ahead, more and more of the fetid cobwebs are found, and more of the rubble is seen strewn about. Rusted tools, old, jagged rocks. And with this, you can see more and more of the cobwebs littering the ceiling and walls. You once again hear a chittering noise, that of old, or rather, chitinous material clanking against each other. But now, other sounds are heard as well. You can hear what sounds to be grunting, but it does not sound truly animalistic. Up ahead, you hear a light thumping. Around the corner, it sounds like something is moving, rapidly in some instances.
Okay.
That sounds like a good time.
I'm gonna have my I'm gonna have my sword out just in
Okay.
case.
Absolutely. With this, the visage of the sight is currently unseen, but hearing it, it sounds like it's around the bend.
Keep going down the main path if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't suppose there's much else we can do.
As many of your weapons are drawn, you can now begin to hear muffled words. You can begin to hear the beginnings of some language, and then, as you round the corner, you are able to see a vague shape. In the dim light, it's not seeing what this thing is. However, it looks, well, humanoid.
Oh dear.
Wrapping a goddamn spider web.
Uh, um,
You're playing audio now? He played audio?
Nope.
don't like this. I don't.
Who
like
said
this.
that?
That was
With
Kate.
this,
Okay.
With this, you see a humanoid struggling in some of the cobwebs, as there was a large clump of it in the corner of the shaft. With this, it looks like a person is stuck upon second glance.
Um, walk over there slowly and carefully.
With this, you are able to see in both the dim light and your own ability to see in the dark that it is indeed a humanoid. This person seems to be stuck. One of their legs and arms are caught, and they seem like they're in a not compromising position, but one with not as much dignity as one would hope and carry themselves.
Need some help there?
That would be mighty fine of you if you could help me.
Use my dagger to cut him out.
Absolutely.
Who is this guy? What is he doing down here?
You see a humanoid man who half of his face is kind of like melted off, rotten like a zombie. And he has a duster and a pinstripe pants and some cowboy boots. And he has the he doesn't have a vest on, but instead it's his skeletal like chest is exposed. And also rotten looking as well, but still very much conscious of like he's still a humanoid and all that kind of stuff. He wears a cowboy hat, and you see a rifle on his back.
That's quite
Absolutely.
This guy looks like quite the character.
An undead?
Yeah, he looks.
God damn, I don't understand why she keeps putting me in situations where I'm always getting caught and shit.
Who keeps putting you in situations where you keep getting caught?
My God. Anyway, you're the people I'm supposed to be helping out.
Maybe. We're the only people down here that we know of.
This is quite the rendezvous.
Well, hello, my name is Deadeye. He gives you a polite bow. He explains to y'all that his god teleports him in the needs of people who need help or adventurers who are in danger, and that he comes from Shadowfell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And with
Go ahead.
and quick out of character thing, this is also to help explain if they are not able to appear or not in a session. They get poofed and poofed back.
So
All right.
that means we're in danger?
What makes your god think we need help?
I don't know. I don't get to talk to her very often, if not at all. But here I am, so y'all need help, and here I shall help.
I guess we'll take that as a good omen.
Oh dear.
Just know that somebody's looking out for you, I guess. Anyway, what are y'all doing down here in a decrepit mine shaft full of spider webs?
We were trying to chase some goblins and get a flippin' owlbear egg, but some of the goblins went smash and so did the egg.
Well, that seems unfortunate. At least for the owl bear.
And the goblins.
Nah, nobody really likes goblins. Bunch of nasty critters, you ask me.
Well, we're now stuck down here, so we're trying to find the way out.
Can I look around, maybe see if there's an opening to another place from where they came from? Or not from where they came from, but besides where they came from.
You are able to see that further down the mine shaft that you are currently in after the party turned around the bend and came to help you, you can see that there is not exactly light at the end of the tunnel, not the bright kind, the salvation kind, but more of the same dim blue lighting as before.
Well,
Shall
it
we-
seems like we might as well follow the light.
Ain't nowhere else to go. Let's go.
You head forward to the light.
Absolutely. With this, you eventually come upon an opening in the tunnel. At the end of this particular tunnel, it expands into a much wider area, crafted and carved with stone. You can then begin to see the beginnings of a stone wall structure. With this, it's not a solid building in and of itself. From a first glance, it looks like stone walls underground.
Okay, so like the mine shaft's walls are now smooth and carved looking.
For the most part, yes. But you can now see, exiting the shaft itself, you can now see that there are strewn about mine carts, other various supplies, wagons of old, basically rubble that was removed allegedly from the shaft. And you can now see a walled structure, not but about 40 feet ahead of you.
By walled structure, does that mean there's a top of the wall, or is it like a building in a cavern where there's like a top?
On
to
the
building?
side.
Okay.
So there seems to be a stairway. Is it like a bridge going to a stairway, or is it all kind of one thing?
I'm sorry, one moment. Can you repeat that?
Is it like a bridge in front of us leading to the stairway of what it looks like, or is it kind of all just one little cavern that goes forward?
Oh, the surrounding cavern looks to be one large, very spacious cavern. And
I
with
see.
this, you can see that there is a walled structure not but 40 feet ahead of you to your rightish. You can see that stone walls are carved with placed cut stone. And you can also see brass trimmings alongside some of the parapets of the wall.
Is it illuminated? So it's illuminated. The entire cavern is illuminated with the dim blue light.
Yes, many in the ceiling, as you begin to look up, you can see that there are a multitude of these bluish crystals, as well as bright teal little specks of light hanging in the night, or rather, ceiling.
What do you mean by blue? Are you talking about the crystals? The
These
crystals?
don't look to be crystals.
I am going to, out of curiosity, throw a dagger up at one of the blue lights just to see
Why?
what happens. And it's going to be a little ways away. Like, I'm doing it far away.
Absolutely. Make a strength check.
Oh,
Sure
dear.
thing.
It could be some dastardly demon.
Nothing I haven't already taken care of before.
Would I throw that at you?
Yes.
Yes.
I apologize, I got lost for a second. You said a strength
Strength
check?
check.
This is a raw strength check. And 11.
With this, as hard as you may throw, the dagger reaches nowhere near the ceiling. It looks much taller than it first seems.
If you really want to, you have a bow.
No.
I do got a bow. Hold on.
Let's not. If it's a creature, let's not antagonize it. If it's something else, I'd rather not be eaten. let's just try to get out of here. We didn't get our objective. I just want out of this cave.
Who goes
Object-
on a quest for an owlbear egg anyway? Those things are dangerous.
We do?
Fair enough.
What? You got something better to do with your life?
No, I'm constantly teleporting around all over the place.
Absolutely. Well, with this, ahead of you, you see a large open cavern, but to your right, you can see the stone wall that reaches about 15 feet high, with many brass trimmings and a, brass bar that wraps around some of the stonework. With this, as you continue forward, you are able to see that there looks to be a large open set of doors. Two large doors, one of which is open, largely ajar. With this, on the top of this gate, you can see the visage of a dwarven bearded skull, or rather, a helmed bearded skull. With this, it looks dwarven in stature and make.
Here's the thing.
Mm.
You said there's a brass bar around much of the wall.
Yes,
Where is the bar? Like halfway up it?
the bar is about 10 feet up on top. So it's most of the way up, like 3/4 of the way up on this wall.
Okay, so my question is this to y'all. Assuming you want to go explore it and not just pass it by, if that's even a possibility. Do you want to go through the doors, or do you want to climb the wall using this bar?
I never say split up the party, but I don't think that might be a good idea. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk up and poke my head into the room stealthily.
Absolutely. So you want to roll a stealth check then, and then you can go ahead.
Yeah.
If you're trying to be super sneaky about it.
23.
That is absolutely super sneaky. With that, you are able to creep your way, making sure your footfalls don't land on any loose gravel or anything that would give away your position with a loose noise. You are able to poke your head around, and you can see inside of this stone wall, it looks like this is a stone palisade covering an encampment. Inside, you are able to see two stone, basically stalactite pillars that are reaching down and touching the floor. But with these gargantuan pillars, you can see that two structures are made out of this stone. You can see a third structure that is hugging the wall, and you can see that there is a variety of what looks like, in the dark with the light illumination, looks to be dormant forges, work tables, and other such things. But this is a wooden structure made by itself. About 20 feet tall is this wooden structure, but it is an open air structure. No real walls, but it has plenty of gear and materials that seem to be littered about in the crafting area.
I turn back to the others and tell them that it seems to be just an empty dwarven, either settlement or a forge.
Cool. I'll go ahead and follow him in.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question about the bar that was earlier mentioned. Is that movable, or does it just seem like a placeholder to get up to somewhere?
With the bar, you can notice that it wraps over and then through the wall. You can see that there is a section in which it goes around the wall, up and over the wall from where you first saw it, and then over the wall and alongside it on the opposite side. You can see that it is bolted to the wall, and it goes over to the forge area. You can see that it ends on what looks to be a kind of water wheel contraption. It opens up, but nothing is pouring out of it.
And I like wiggle the bar and see how it moves.
Absolutely. With that,
Can I?
you are able to. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can I tap on it with my knife? I want to see
You
if it
can.
sounds hollow.
Absolutely. As you tap on the bar itself, you hear a light ding, which reverberates through the cavern.
A light ding that you'd get if it was hollow, or more of a
That
deeper.
is a hollow sounding metal tube.
Okay. to the pipes.
To answer your other question, Deadeye, it does not seem to move very much. It is bolted by a bar that goes over this bar, or now as seen, pipe, and it's kind of bolted into the stone. So
Okay.
it's mostly fixed in place. However, the end is a tad wiggly.
Okay. I think it's best to just continue forward and then look into the forge at this point.
While they do that, do you mind if I take a closer look on the pipe that's on the outer side of the wall?
Absolutely.
When I look at it closer, do I see any holes in it at all?
Give a quick perception check, but in the meantime, Crimson, are you trying to say something?
I was gonna say, if there's anything else down here, you basically just gave away our position.
Oh. Well, he was throwing daggers and stuff too. That's gonna make a big clang.
Not as big as something like that that resounds through the entire cavern.
Oh well. Oh, we're all dead anyway. Sorry, guys.
Right.
We have
I'll
Deadeye.
try to prevent that as much as I can, as it is my job.
Yeah, I got an 11 on the perception check. By the way.
Okay. With that, as you are able to follow along the pipe, you see no breakage or dents inside of it in the dim light that you can see. It does, however, seem to join up with a larger set of pipes that then travel into the stone face itself of the cavern wall. So big pipe leads into little pipe.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
With that, your footfalls, you hear little bits of gravel as you walk, but outside of that, there's no true echo. You can hear your own footsteps, and you can see that you are now in the center of a gravel courtyard. Around you, you can see the the two stone structures and the one wooden structure, and a large stone wall palisade. You can see a set of stairs aside from the gate entrance now that you walk in.
Can I look at the pipe from earlier and see where it leads to from here? You said it's some sort of like open water wheel.
It looks to be so, and it's right over by the forge.
I'll take a look at the forge.
Absolutely.
So while he's doing that, I want to look back up at the ceiling. I want to see if any of the small blue lights have moved from when where I remembered them being before.
Look up and roll a history check.
I rolled a 5.
To you, they look like they're in the same spot.
Okay. I'd like to be I'd like to really try and consciously keep in my mind where they are, and so I can.
Absolutely.
I'm getting a knock on the door. Keep going, y'all. Give me a second.
So what is Vardak doing currently?
I'm just with the rest of the group following him around.
Absolutely. And what is Sam doing?
Trying to just hang back and watch and making sure her stuff. She's gonna have her. Now that we know that it was Deadeye, she's gonna sheath her sword, but have her bow at the ready in case anything comes out.
Out of a question just for me, who and what is everybody?
I'm Sam.
Okay.
All you need to know currently.
Zargish is Zargish. Zargish is a turtle monk.
Ooh, interesting.
One-
Sam is just a humanoid-looking person.
Yes.
Okay, very well.
Oh,
And-
I'm Bard, like Vardak.
Ah, yes, I know you, Vardak. Only I don't know you, but. All right then. I'll just poke around the forge. Do I? Maybe I can find something or.
Absolutely. As you look around the forge, you can see that without any form of checks and just walking around, you can see that the water wheel looks to be next to a contraption of sorts, and you can recognize that it is connected to a bellows. That bellows is then connected to a forge. And with that, the forge is a wide section of about a 10-foot wide forge that is about 6 foot tall and about a 3-foot open mouth. On the crest of the open forge, you can see the visage of a bearded figure that is kind of mouth agape, and it looks like the forge is an open-mouthed dwarf. However, the decoration is made in brass.
Can I roll a history check or something to recognize the dwarven statue? See if it's anything specific.
You absolutely may.
Does it appear as though that water would presumably have been coming out of this pipe, powering the bellows for this forge?
Quite possibly.
Does that seem
By
like
the
a
looks of
reasonable assumption based on the simple setup we can see here?
It looks like the case, yes.
I got a 15.
All right, with that, you are able to recognize that it looks like not anyone in particular, but it does seem to be, it has a crest inside one of the braids, that's the word. In one of the braids of the beard, you can recognize that it is kind of like a maker's mark, but it's more of a clan mark. It belongs to the to the Baridukes. Basically, you recognize the symbol of a dwarven clan on one of the bearded brass figures' braids. Say that 10 times fast.
Can I walk over to the water wheel and try and wiggle it to move in the direction that the water would be hitting it?
Absolutely. Roll a quick strength check for me, please.
Okay. Are 13?
With that, you're able to push down on the water wheel. The hinges creak and seem to be rusted at first, but after enough force, you're able to turn the water wheel, and you can see the bellows, and you can hear its breath as it opens and closes, inhales and exhales. Ash is kicked up in the dwarf brass mouth.
Interesting.
Cool.
All right. So it just seems to be just any old forge.
Shall we explore the rest of the settlement and see if there's any supplies or interesting materials to be found?
Might as well.
All right. One of the stone structures, the largest of which, is in the center of this encampment. It is situated inside of a massive stone pillar that seems to be arcing up and into the ceiling. There is another such structure, but smaller in stature, but it looks more robust. There is external pillars that are arcing up the sides of this building, and it is internal it is inside of another one of these stone pillars that wrap up to the ceiling. Outside of that, as you look around, there seems to be a kind of like open warehouse, just crates and other wagons and open air supplies sat at one end of the encampment. What does the party wish to do?
Look at the supplies and just investigate it.
Yeah, them crates are looking mighty fine.
Absolutely. As you go over, you can see in the dim light that it looks like many of these crates are open, tossed about, strewn around, and on their sides. You can see that there are a few tools strewn about as well, largely hammers, some shovels, and pickaxes, but these all seem rusted.
Nothing really here for use.
No supplies, no half-empty crates, just a bunch of rusty tools?
Mostly the crates seem open and strewn about. Those that you can readily see either contain tools, supplies, one of which has miner's gloves and other helms, but all of which are either rusted or failing in their structure.
Well, we're already all wearing helms, miner's helms. perhaps Deadeye'd like to have one as well.
Absolutely.
It's just a steel helmet, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll take it. And,
Absolutely.
I'll just place it on top of my cowboy hat very carefully.
All right. Safety before fashion.
What other
Absolutely.
supplies? You said supplies.
Yes, many crates are strewn about. You can investigate if you so wish.
Is
I
there
would-
like maybe rope or I don't want to say rations, something of this old type would definitely be rotten.
Is there rope and pythons? That might be very useful.
You may certainly investigate, but nothing is readily seen. Many of which of the boxes that are readily seen are strewn about and opened. Many of which have hay bottoms to it.
I want to investigate. I don't know what the other folks want to do.
Absolutely. Please roll for investigation.
Could have seen that coming.
I'll give you the help action,
Absolutely.
so roll it with advantage.
Do we have music going?
Yes, it's still the creepy ambiance.
Yep.
I rolled an 11 with advantage.
All right. So with that, you're able to remove one of the crates from on top of another, as some of them are stacked, and you can see that this one looks to be unopened. You can open it, but that will require a strength check, as it's still closed.
Of course.
I hand him a crowbar.
You have a crowbar?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
I
then,
think it comes with the adventuring pack.
Mhm.
yeah.
well, then bada bing, bada boom. Strength check time.
Is that with advantage with the crowbar?
It's just a strength check. You can add a bonus to it.
I got a
Oh,
20.
well, it doesn't matter. It's a net 20.
Absolutely. Well, then with that, you are able to pop open this crate.
My lust for loot is great.
Noted.
Mhm.
Okay. So with that, you're able to open this crate, and the inside materials look untouched. You can see that there are, on individual hooks inside, that there seems to be 3 lassos worth of rope, which is basically 3 sections of 40-foot rope. You can see in there as well that there is several packs of pitons, looking to be about 15 per, and you can also see that there are some additional mining helms and 2 packs of candles, which are 10 apiece.
Jackpot, I say. Guys, we have exactly what we're looking for. Rope and pythons. Let's hope we're not going to be doing any climbing down here.
All right, so that's 3 stacks of 15 for pythons, 3 sections of 40-foot rope, and 2 packs of 10 candles.
Yeah, I want some of this. I'm going to take a 40-foot section and like 6 pythons.
I won't need it myself, but so be it if y'all need it.
Pythons?
Pythons. Isn't that just like the stuff that goes into the wall so that way you can tie yourself off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think railroad spike.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay. Make a double check it on words.
And Vardak, what are you up to?
I guess I'll grab some as well.
Absolutely. And how about you, Sam?
Sure.
Absolutely. Can I have Sam? You seem to be coming in late to this party. Can I have you roll a perception check?
Sure. Give me a mo. So perception. Yeah, no, that's a 2.
Oof.
You're able to look at your surroundings and you see the same encampment as it was before. Not much seems to have changed, if anything. All right.
As soon as I grab my rope, I recall to look back up at the ceiling and see if the dots that I made sure to memorize where they were are still where I remember them being.
Roll another history check, but this time with a bonus of +5. You made a point to remember it.
That was a 16, so 21.
With that, the small teal dots that you see in the ceiling still look to be like stars in a night sky. They still are not moving.
I didn't ask that. I asked if they were in the same place as they were before.
They didn't up and move, so yes, they're in the same spot.
Okay.
I didn't reveal anything, no. Okay. But with that, there are other crates if you so wish to look inside.
I mean,
I do.
At
I
this
don't know
point,
about
you have
y'all.
2 more chances for investigation.
Unless y'all think this is a bad idea, like if something's going to attack us or ambush us, or if there's going to be something crazy in a crate.
I don't know. I'm still at the forge. I'm. Is there anything in the forge to be set on fire? Like, is there wood in there or anything,
You
or is
can
it all
see,
ash?
you can see that there is a kind of like a coal bag that is situated next to the forge.
I'm gonna just pick up the bag and just throw it in, and then take one of the torches I have and set it on fire, and then toss it in.
Absolutely. Okay. Let me roll a dice on my end.
You killed us all.
Noted.
dear.
Okay. With that, you can smell a kind of a smoky smell of the chalk coal that you have now put in and are now beginning to burn. It begins to light slowly at first, but then it picks up. It then begins to wither.
Okay, I'm going to now use the water wheel and like try and make the bellow go at the fire.
Absolutely. Roll another strength check for me, please.
All right, let's do this. Come on. It's not good. It's an 8.
With this, it feels a little harder than before, but you are able to begin to turn the wheel, but not by very much. The billow breathes in and out slowly, pitifully, but the flame is stoked nonetheless.
I'm going to go over there and ask him what the heck he's doing.
Investigating something.
Interesting. If you need help, call. We're here for you, I guess.
Which one of y'all is strong?
We're all strong in our own ways.
I mean, strength-wise.
Well, I am a big giant turtle, I guess.
You can try helping me move the water wheel.
Sure. I'll give you assistance.
All right. Can I roll with advantage or what?
You may do so, yes.
Okay. That's probably going to be it. Yeah, I'm going to take the 19 instead of the nat 1.
Absolutely.
It's a 22 total.
Absolutely. And with that, you are able to turn and coordinate your hands so that you're not getting caught in any contraption. You are able to turn the device, and the billow breathes in and out, stoking the fire. Black smoke then erupts from the dwarven eyes of the statue, and you can also see, for those that are over by the supplies still, smoke rises.
Dear.
Okay, so it just seems to be stoking the fire. Is anything else turning on?
Nothing you can see currently seems to be on, as you say.
Not on. So, okay. There's the water wheel activates a billow, it goes into the forge, and the smoke comes out the eyes from where the forge is. I think it might just be a regular forge. I thought there might be some weird puzzle to it.
Okay. So, Zargish and Deadeye over there, can I have both Sam and Vardak roll perception checks?
Oh dear. I'm horrible with perception.
21.
10.
Vardak, you are able to hear the stirring of something inside of one of these buildings. Sounds like something was knocked over. You hear a thud.
Darn it.
Can I tell like which direction?
From a general sense, it sounds like it came from underneath stone. It was to your left, in which you have turned towards the forge. The forge is on the left side inside the palisade. The smaller stone structure is on the right, first time you go in the door. And then there is the stone structure in the center. And in the very back section, there were the supplies. So you're at the supplies section currently. You're looking to your right towards the supplies. You heard it come from your left towards the central stone structure.
And Sam is the one that's near me, right?
Yes, currently.
I'm gonna raise my finger to my mouth and like point, as in like over.
Mm-hmm.
I know we haven't been being like very quiet to begin with, but I don't want it to know that we know that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. That I'll do my best to be quiet.
So that's not going to be hard considering there's a forge now going off.
Yeah. I don't like that.
All right, then.
Oh, okay.
Wrong music.
Oh.
Wrong music. It's a battle for the ages.
That went off on its own. My bad.
It's so funny on that timing too.
Oh, fudge a flippin' frackin' that worried me.
That would have been like the perfect like timing.
Yeah, it would have.
Whoops. I'm not the best at this bot yet. I added it to the queue. Hold on. There we go. And day. No!
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know what that one is. Lovely! Lovely first day back, everyone!
What on earth was
Here.
that?
Okay. Slash leave. There we go. Then slash add. There. Slash play. And you should be able to play this one. That works. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah. All right. So, last we were seen, Vardak heard a noise from the central structure and then spoke with Crimson or Sam about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what does the party wish to do?
I want to sneak over there and see if I can figure out what it is.
Absolutely.
Yes, same. I'm gonna go with Sam.
All right. There is one, or rather two, large doors.
Deadeye and myself are still pumping away.
At the moment, yes.
Yeah, they didn't get our attention somehow. Okay.
Okay. Now with that perception check you saw, you were, or rather had, you were able to hear the noise, and then you can also see, as you combed your surroundings to find the sound, you could see along the ceiling up above with the column is littered with cobweb. It looks like clouds in the sky almost, if the sky was black and there was white against it. Okay.
I don't like
Now, with
this.
that, there are two sets of large doors, one on the front end and back end of this building. The front end is facing directly towards the gate. The back end faces directly towards the supplies. With that, is there a particular door you wish to go up to?
Which one was it that you heard the sound from?
All I know is it was to the left of me. That's all I know.
So that, in that case, since you were at the supplies at the time, would be you were at the you heard it through the back door.
Okay, I'm sneaking to the back door. Let's see if I can do that.
Absolutely.
27.
That is sneaky in my book.
uh,
Okay.
very stealthily open the door
You absolutely may.
and look through.
With that, you are able to see that the door itself is that of a large brass door of approximately 8 feet tall and about 6 feet wide. With this, you are able to turn the handle with a light creak, but not more than a little peep. You can open the door, and on large, heavy hinges, the door begins to swing open. Inside, you can see more of the same dim light coming from the ceiling of this room. It is a fairly large room. You can see that there is about 40 feet from ground to ceiling, and there is a large area inside of around 80 or so feet by first glance. Inside, you are able to see small amounts of stone furniture with brass chairs sitting around them. They look like tables, chairs almost.
Okay. I basically described that to the. I close the door behind me. And back up. Go back
Roll
over.
another stealth check real quick.
Oh dear. Okay. 18.
That's stealthy enough for me.
Okay. Close the door. Go back and tell them exactly what was in there. Looks like it could be a giant common area or cafeteria. Something of the sort. I don't like this.
Absolutely. With that, can I have you both do another perception check?
Oh dear. 15.
You hear much a similar sound as before. This time, however, it sounds a tad closer.
Actively look for it.
You may open up the door to try and see it, but if you want to look outside first, you certainly may.
Yeah.
All right. With that, you're able to look up and round, down, over around the corner, and over beside the box, too. You cannot see where the sound is coming from, or rather, see sound where it's coming from. You cannot see the source of this sound, but you do hear it, once again, inside the building.
I'm gonna go over to where the other two are pumping and tell them, hey guys, you may want to stop.
Stop the pumping.
Okay. With that,
Why? What's going on?
We're hearing something and it doesn't sound good.
okay.
Was
So
it
you
coming
wish
from the other room?
What was that?
Was it coming from the other room?
Probably. We're not entirely sure.
Is the forge connected to the wall,
It seems to be so, yes.
like to the other room? I guess.
Connected to the other room?
Mhm.
No, not in any capacity, no.
Okay.
It's its own separated outdoor, air quote, workshop.
I see. Okay. Nothing connected to this at all. I'm just wasting time. All right. Well, I'll go take a peek. I'm gonna go over to that door and poke my head in stealthily.
Absolutely. So with that, stealth check, please.
Of course. The 20.
With the stealth check of 20, you are sneaky enough. With that, excuse me. With that, you are able to open the door with a light creak, hardly audible, making sure be careful with what you do. Inside, you can see much of the same similar sight as before. Furniture made of stone, chairs made of brass, but this time you are also able to see, as you look further left, you can see a large, mostly stone statue that looks to have seen better days.
I'm gonna make a perception check of any movement at all.
Absolutely.
Why must you do this to me? It like rolled onto 19 and then tipped over onto 3. It's a 9 total.
With that, from the light that you can see and what you can basically operate on your surroundings and visuals, you do not see any movement.
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna sneak into the room, but close the door, and like see if something changes
No.
now that I'm in the room.
No, you're separating yourself
Absolutely.
from the party.
I'll be
It's
fine.
why you always split the party.
It was nice having you while you were here.
I'll be fine.
We never split the
Okay.
party.
With this, you are able to close the door behind you, and from what you can hear, dead silence.
And it looks like a cafeteria, right?
It looks akin to a cafeteria. You can see that there is a bar section to your left, a stone statue also to your left, but at the other end of the hall itself. The bar is made of stone. The physical bar of the the food serving place, is made of stone. You can see that other tables are made of stone, but many of the tables look to be cracked. Inside, however, in the left corner of the room, you are able to see a huge mass of spider webs, sorry.
Okay, I was about to say. It's like spiders. Right. I'm gonna poke my head back in. It seems to be just a bunch of spiders, but all on the left side of the cafeteria. I think they're holding their home here.
Okay, then let's check the other door, because I, for one, don't want to deal with them.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spiders, y'all.
It's neither here nor there. All right, I'll go check the other door now.
You want to walk across inside or the outside? Because
Explain the difference.
there are two doors that lead into this building. There's the one that was towards the front, towards the gates, which is another double door that you can see across the hall. And then there is also the double door that you went into this main room.
I'll do the one at the front entrance. The other
Right.
double doors that we haven't checked.
Do you want to go in through the inside or around and then through the outside?
I'll go around through the outside.
Absolutely.
And again, stealthing. That 20, if I can keep it.
Okay. With that, roll an additional stealth check for me, please.
Alrighty then. Come on, bro. It's another 9 now.
Okay. With that, your footfalls are audible, but faint, if anything. If that helps, that is. Okay. So what is the rest of the party doing at this time?
Looking for any other exits / areas to go to.
There is the other stone structure across the way, in the other smaller but still grand stone pillar that reaches from the floor to the ceiling. At the base of the pillar, there is another stone structure.
I'm gonna stealthily follow Deadeye so he's not alone.
Absolutely. Roll a stealth check.
Roll a stealth check. I got a 17.
Nice.
Sneaky enough. Okay. Now, with that, you two are walking your way up to the front. With that, Sam, Vardak, what are you up to?
Maybe we should go with them. Splitting the party doesn't sound like the best idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you wish to go? Do you wish to go sneaky breaky like or follow along?
Let's go sneaky just because they're going sneaky.
Absolutely.
Okay.
21.
That works. And for you, Vardak, can I get one from you as well?
Sorry,
Stealth check.
I hit the button on this. I'm about to navigate it away. 8.
With that one, you are able to follow along, and you believe that you are quiet enough in being sneaky.
Oh dear.
Is this another? I'm carrying 3 instruments and I'm never that quiet.
Possibly. You're a one-man walking band, but you don't realize it.
Oh dear.
Oh, that would be one hell of a character. He is a walking band, and every time he steps, trumpet, drum, and all that. Oh, that would be detrimental
He
during
is
a
the
heist.
literal like the child that has every instrument on their back.
Mm-hmm. All right, but with that, the party makes their way to the front door. The trimmings on the door, or rather the door frame, seem to be made out of carved stone and brass. There are markings alongside the topmost brace of the door.
Can I read the markings?
Are you able to read the language of Dwarfish?
Yes.
You can read the top door. You can read, let me look at my notes real quick. You can see that it says the Baraduk Mine Hall.
This is the mine hall leading over. I don't know if this is the exit, really.
Hmm.
It could just lead deeper into the cave.
Well,
Actually, yeah, now that I realize I can read Dwarvish because I just checked, how much of the area can I actually read?
Well, there hasn't been all too many, but there was a sign over the blacksmithing area that simply denoted it as such. But if you peek your head over in the other stone section, you can read the sign that says the barracks.
Okay, so I point to everybody that says that's the barracks, and there was a sign saying that was the forge, and this one says it's the mining hall.
okay. So, what mining hall may possibly lead us out. I mean, here it's just seeming like it's dead ends.
A fair point. We might as well try it. I open up the door stealthily.
Absolutely, you may.
Stealth train coming through. Stealthily.
23.
That is sneaky enough for me. Now, with that, you are able to open the door and you hear it creak and open up slowly. To your best efforts, you are able to open the door. It's relatively quiet, but there is a little kind of creak as the door opens of and with this, it is open and you manage to stop it before it hits the stone wall to its side. You can see inside that you are now on the opposite side of the room that you were in moments ago. You can see much
Okay.
of the same furniture as well as the stone statues, but now the large stone statue is on your right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let them know that this is the same room, but we just walked around it. And I point at the cobwebs. Honestly, I think it might be that we need to go through the cobwebs.
What in the heck did you just say?
I think we might need to go through the cobwebs.
Okay.
What on earth would make you think we need to go into cobwebs?
Because maybe they're blocking the exit.
Totally.
I mean,
Well-
it's a good point.
Well, might as well enter this place and cause a ruckus, I suppose.
Is there any number of crystals kind of above, or is it a hallway of cobwebs, or is it like an open nest of cobwebs?
You are able to see that this is one large dining hall. The cobwebs are largely focused in one of the corners of the room, it seems. But with this, can I have everyone roll perception?
Oh dear.
Poor thing.
7.
There
12.
we go. 17.
5.
And you said you had a 17?
I did.
With this, you are able to see that much of the room is still the same, but with this, you hear a light chittering. However, it's not readily seen.
There's some
I'm
extra noises
gonna-
going on.
I'm gonna cast comprehend language.
Ooh.
Okay. Is that an action time? Is that any particular amount of time?
Let's see.
Or instantaneous?
It might be a ritual, actually.
Casting time, 1 action.
Ooh.
Okay, that works. With this, currently, you are able to hear some kind of garbled, hushed message. You are able to hear the chittering of some kind of clacking of sorts. It doesn't match anything you know in particular, but it does have a message. It seems, or it sounds, like it's whispering to itself. Tasty treats. Come to my web, please. Move me, spooky. Come, feed us.
Hell no. I'm gonna burn that bitch immediately.
Did she tell us? Did she tell us?
Yeah,
Did she
no,
interpret?
If she tells us that, I'm burning that out of spite.
We may want to stay away from the webs.
And with this, you notice a large glob of acid drip between you. Above you, a massive
no.
spider is seen hanging on the wall above the door you are at. And with that, it brings us to the next page.
Oh dear.
Wonderful. I want you to know I have the alert feat, so I can't be surprised.
Absolutely. And with this, now we switch on over to battle time. Or rather, roll initiatives. Darn. Come on. /skill.
23.
16.
Holy frick, 23?
Rolled a 19.
I got a 24.
I got a 9.
Okay. That is. Okay, that works.
It's so...
And with that, 1 second. Layering is weird in this game. You can see above you on the wall, about 30 feet up, a giant spider is hanging on the wall.
Oh dear.
We could just run out the door. Is that a cat?
Yes.
What?
Lit is
What?
Lit is an arachnophobe. So I'm using a tactic that my friend of mine that does D&D, he's been doing this for 35 plus years, he also has an arachnophobe. So with this, the image itself is a terrible and dreadful kitty.
Oh no!
I'm going to now imagine that this is a cat spider, and it's the most horrific thing I've ever thought of.
Garfield, that thing, yeah.
Garfield the spider cat.
Garbold.
Okay.
Alright.
And with this, as your first actions, with this, let me put in the initiative order real quick. But as the spider's very first actions, 2 of its giant legs grab each of the respective doors and slam them shut, with you inside.
Alright, I'm not surprised.
Okay, let me get your initiatives in order, and we can get going. Okay. Spider.
24. I don't know why I'm not connected, but...
All right. then
Am my rolls showing up for you guys?
no.
They're not? I don't know
Nope.
why it's not. I'm technically connected, I believe.
Are you using the
VTT
Plug-in?
program.
I mean, I'm in Roll20, so I assume so.
No, there's like an app to connect D&D Beyond to roll.
A plugin, browser plugin.
Oh, can I get that plugin then?
That would
Sorry
be
to do that in the
D&D, that would be Beyond 20. It depends upon what you're using it on.
I'm using it on D&D Beyond. I'm on,
What browser?
Oh, I mean, like what browser? I mean.
Oh, Google Chrome.
So yeah, you just
I'll send
manage
it in the chat.
extensions.
Thank you.
Yo,
I
Starkish.
apologize for the ill opportunity to ask that question.
Okay. Zargish, mother says hi.
Hello.
She says she loves you too.
Hi, Ma.
Oh yeah. She said, tell her favorite son she loves you. We can figure that one out, she said.
There's no surprise there. I mean,
As a quick little story, before we get into fighting a giant bug, my mother, whenever my brother and I were alone with her, she would say, "You're my favorite, don't tell your brother." And then she eventually one day slipped up. We were both in the back seat of the car. She was talking to my brother and saying, "You're my favorite, don't tell your brother." And I went, "What?" And then we both found out real quick that she did that to both of us.
oh yeah, I was definitely surprised, and I wasn't faking it at all.
Okay.
Make you feel better.
Okay. I have the orders in initiative, and with this we can begin. All right.
Woo.
As first legendary action, the giant spider closes the doors behind you. With this, you can see everything around you. There is, each of these squares is 5 feet. Any of the furniture will be difficult terrain, and you can see everything about you. In the center, there is a fire spit. In the bottom left, there is a bar area. And directly behind you are 2 sets of dwarven statues.
Directly
Right.
behind us is the exit we can leave at.
Potentially, yes. However, it was closed behind you when you guys left.
What?
When you guys closed the door behind you before you wrapped around the building and went to the other side, being this side.
Who
Yeah,
closed the door?
I did.
The door we just came through.
Oh, no, the door we just came through was the spider who closed it. The opposite side of it, the door is still closed.
How does a spider close a door? When
With
30
arms.
feet
Talons.
he's 30 feet above us, you said.
Yep,
They're
and the
huge.
door is up. Sorry?
I was saying the doors are huge.
The doors are pretty big, and
How
it closed
big?
them from up top.
How big does a spider seem?
That is a good question. It is a large creature. So this is a fairly wide spider with a massive thorax. With this, it is roughly about 15 feet in length total and about 10 feet in width at arm's stretch. Or at current standing, that is.
Don't get bit, y'all, unless you want to get all that poison and all that other horrible stuff.
Okay, so now it is currently up above. The current turn order is Kitten or Deadeye first. What do you wish to do? You have first action.
Is he hanging off of a web currently, or no?
No, currently kind of
Attached
just
to the wall.
attached to the wall.
Okay. Then that changes what I was going to do. I am going to push back a little bit. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to take aim. I'm going to use a violent shot while also taking the sharpshooter feat as well, and I'm going to attack it
Okay,
with Cinder.
absolutely. And that is the name of your weapon, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. And with that, take your shot.
I don't know. It didn't roll on my screen, so I don't know what
Uh,
I rolled.
It's a
At
12.
12 over here. That
12.
does not hit. You said
Yeah.
you had a sharpshooter feat or something?
Yes, it's a -5 to that.
-5 to what you shot?
Yeah.
You take a -5 in order to get a +10 to damage if you hit.
Ow.
So it's -5
So
to hit.
12 minus
plus-
5, and then a +10 if that does hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ow. Okay, well that doesn't hit anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, and is that like any kind of a bonus to use it, or is that just naturally what you do, or you choose to use it?
It's a natural thing that you can use whenever you're attacking.
Absolutely.
But he has to state that he's doing it.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to use the sharpshooter feat before I did my roll.
Absolutely. But with that, you are able to miss the giant, hairy creature hanging above you. You hit the stone next to it, and it shatters to bits. All right. With that, is there anything else you wish to do?
I'll into my action here.
Okay. Next up is Sam. I keep wanting to say Samwise. Sam, your turn.
Okay. I am going to attack it with my bow and arrow that I said I was at the ready with.
Alrighty. With that, go ahead, take your shot.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit.
Okay, and then no, it's not. No one else is. It's not close enough for anyone else to be threatening it, correct?
Currently, no. It's just above you guys.
Okay, so that would be 8 piercing damage.
Absolutely. And 8 piercing total, you said?
Yes.
Alrighty. You are able to stick an arrow into its thorax, but outside of that, you are able to hear a chittered squeak of irritation.
Okay.
It has fangs and bites back. This should be entertaining. Okay.
I'm translating for everyone.
Absolutely.
I imagine that you're just doing it in his voice.
Quite the impressionist we have over here. Okay. With that, is there anything else you wish to do?
I'm backing up
Absolutely.
there.
So in that case, let me illustrate for you guys where the difficult terrain is. Of drawing the
It's all the
shape.
tables.
It's
correct?
all the tables and such, and chairs. Barring the space in between them. Because there is one square space in between all these tables.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to point it out for you guys so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all of the tables in question. But with that, anything else you wish to do?
That was my movement. That was my attack. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Now with that, now it is the spider's turn. With this, it takes another one of its legendary actions, and you can hear it chitter and squeak and scream, and it says, "Come, my children, feed!" And you can then hear, with the chittering and scurrying from your left over by the cobweb, you can see 2 groups of spider swarm.
Alright. Alright. This is terrifying and oddly cute at the same time.
Righty then. But with that, now the spider descends and leaps from the wall. It lands amidst you two, Zargish and Vardak. With that, roll dexterity save.
What landed between us?
It landed basically on top of you. It's trying to land on you.
Oh, the spider?
Yes, the giant spider.
It's very not cool.
Okay,
A what check?
a dexterity. If you fail this, I'm gonna laugh.
A dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw. I'm sorry.
I rolled a 20.
There we go. Both of you are able to duck and dodge out of the way, but now you are just to the left of it. And it landed on the ground before you, and you can hear it scream and bellow at you. All right. Now with this, can I have Zargish? What is your AC again?
Too high for you.
And that was
17.
with this, it got a 19 total. Okay, this will be
Ugh.
a bite, and that is going to be. Can I have you take a total of 7 damage, poison? Actually, no, I'm sorry. Make a Constitution saving throw of 11, and if so, then take poison additional damage. Otherwise, it's just gnawing at you with teeth.
I made a 6, so
With that, you take additional poison damage.
so 7 poison damage total.
So 7 piercing, and then that will be 3 poison damage additional. So 10 damage total.
That hurt.
It hurts.
We're eating spider tonight, y'all.
Okay. Now with this, here we go. End of the spider's turn. Okay. And with this, 1 second, getting something straight. There we go. Next up will be the Vardak. What do you wish to do, Mr. Vardak?
I am going to use the Firebolt cantrip.
Firebolt? Absolutely. A
That's
9
fine.
does not hit.
Okay.
Wait, who are you shooting at? Big
Who's
boy?
Sorry, yeah, it's the big guy.
Ah, okay. So, regardless of this, for future reference, ranged attacks, while within melee range of within 5-foot smacking distance, are going to be at disadvantage. That is the rule for ranged weaponry, including spells,
Okay.
So much.
of which I will use. Unfortunately. So
I hate
with
it
that,
because I feel like it doesn't make 100% sense, but whatever.
if you are within,
No,
just-
no, you don't need to explain it to me.
Yeah,
I get it, but
yeah, if you're 5 feet in front of someone, you try to pull a gun, they can stab you, and half the time you try to pull out the gun. Okay. That or they could smack away your hand if a bolt of energy is going to come out of it. But with that, it would be a disadvantage. But anyway, that does miss. You still, however, have movement if you wish to do so.
Well, yeah, but that's going to incur a
I would have shot it at the web personally.
Okay,
Where's the web?
The web
There-
is behind you, basically.
this area here. The walls are littered with webs as well. Okay.
You said this is difficult terrain, right?
It is. That means half of your movement. It'll take twice as much movement to move through it.
Is it also elevated then?
It is by about 4 feet.
I'm gonna go there.
Absolutely. And that will incur opportunity attack.
That's what I was afraid of. Yep.
And +5. What is your AC again?
12.
Ah, so that will hit. It'll give you a simple nip on the neck then. So with that,
What level are we supposed to be again?
I believe you are all at 4 currently.
Mhm.
Okay, so that'll be 4 of that. Can I have you make a Constitution saving throw of 11? You
15.
only take 4 damage. It nipped you, but it didn't give any poison.
Okay.
Absolutely. Anything else you wish to do?
No, for now I'm good.
Okay. Now with this, now it goes to Zargish. What do you wish to do?
Finally, I'm gonna whack it with my stick.
Absolutely.
Big two-handed whack. Like you know,
Okay.
like with like naughty spider vibes.
Like, no, bad.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and smack.
Like spraying a cat with a water bottle. Yes, smack time.
Okay.
Let me find the smack button. Rolling for smack. I rolled a 12.
A 12 does not hit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hang myself from a bridge.
You also got a bonus action for smacking things too, I believe.
Your blows.
Okay, all I have to do is take the attack action. I don't have to hit. No, not flurry blows. Give me a second.
While he's looking
When
at
I
that,
use the attack action, I get a free unarmed strike.
okay,
I'm gonna punch the spider in the face.
absolutely.
In the eyeball, one of its eye thingamajigs, if I can reach it with an unarmed attack. So I roll for that too.
Yeah, you have to roll to hit.
I rolled a 14.
That hits.
Heck yeah. it
Okay.
does.
And with that,
Get punched, spider. I give
roll
it
for damage.
6 damage.
You are able to play patty cake with its 8 eyeballs, and it's going, ow, ooh, ee, oi. And with that, 6 damage. Basically, you just kind of poked it in the eyes. All right. Now, with that, anything else you wish to do?
As a bonus action? Wait, that was already a bonus
That was the bonus action. Or do you get a flurry of blows free with attacking, and then you can also, with flurry of blows as bonus action, do that? Is that
No,
what it is?
I didn't spend a flurry of blows. It was just an unarmed strike because I can do that every time I attack with the monk weapon.
Oh, okay. That was the unarmed strike then.
Yes.
So technically, you get 2 attacks per. Got it.
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. Nothing that makes sense. I would like to. Can I just move around the cat, not leaving its,
You may certainly try.
so everyone else can shoot at it without any issues?
All right. So you wanted to skirt around the edge of it?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I guess that works. So with that, now it goes to the swarmlings. With this, the smaller swarmlings. Sam, roll a quick perception check with a bonus of 3.
Okay, so perception plus 3, that's 18.
With that, you're able to hear the mewlings of the little ones. They are chirping, clapping, as well as kind of overall yaying, like, yay, dinner time! And you can hear them, and they approach. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's 10, 20, 25, 30. Yep, right here. So with that, they are now upon you. And with this, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. And with these, the swarmlings up top, Vardak, they wish to attack.
Were you accounting for difficult terrain?
No, not at all. They get spider climb. They basically get to say, ha, screw you.
Of course I do.
Okay. All right. So with that, they get to take little niblets and bites at you. With this, does a holy fuck natural 20. That I am sure hits. With that, it will be a. All right. That's a lot of d4s. You, and you. Okay. So 4, 3, 2, 7, 9 damage total, please.
Okay.
Oof, I feel like you're gonna die in the near future again.
Possibly.
All right. With that, now it goes to Deadeye. What do you wish to do?
Let's see. Can I don't know. Which can I tell is a little bit more pressing? The main spider or the swarms?
That would be a personal judgment call, I would imagine.
And are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna Sam, are you gonna move basically where I'm running at this
I'm
point?
fine. Just Don't worry about me.
All right then. I'm going to basically do my same action as last time. Then I'm going to use another, make another violent shot. And using the sharpshooter feat again. What it rolls.
23, that hits. And minus the 5, that I believe still hits.
All right, so now I get to roll a 1d12, two d12s plus 10.
Absolutely. And what are you shooting at?
I'm shooting at the big spider.
Oh, okay. That has a statue in the way. That's 3/4
No, it. You said it's still up, correct?
up on like the wall.
Yeah.
No, it landed on the floor. Nearly landed on your 2 allies over here. So it's on the ground.
Oh,
So now it is behind cover, and that would be a 22 plus 5, 18, and then plus that. Oh, still hits. Okay, you're good.
Cool. All right.
You missed. You went above the AC by 2 still.
He's a sharpshooter for a reason, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. All right. So 2d12.
Plus 10.
Yep. All right. So that'll just plus 10 with the first one. So that'll
16,
be
and then 20,
19 and 7.
19 and 7. So that would still be 26.
Yes.
All right. You were able to land a solid shot onto the beast. It screams in pain. Okay. With this, anything else you wish to do?
You know what? I'm not doing anything else. Action surge.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to do the same thing again. But this time I'm going to do it to the kitten swarm.
The closest one or the furthest one?
Closest one.
Absolutely.
19.
A 19 does hit.
Okay.
Minus the is it the same action surge? I'm sorry, the same sharpshooter shot.
Yes, again.
All right, and minus 5, that still works.
Okay. So, 18 plus 16.
I'll do math real quick. And these creatures, as I should note, are resistant to piercing. So that will be halved. So that would be 18 plus the 16 equals 34, or divided by 2. Go back 1, divided by 2 should be total of 17. Total damage. All right. With
That's a really good fucking roll.
it was. Wow, okay. But with this, your bullets seem to explode upon needed impact. Shrapnel scatters, and a large chunk of the swarm is blasted. Okay. Basically, you hit the ground, bullet shatters, and everything dies. For the most part. Not everything. All right. And now, Spider Swarm is much, much smaller. Okay. Now with that, is there anything else you wish to do?
That will end my turn.
Absolutely. Now, Sam, your turn.
Well, they're not really an issue right now. I'm going to aim my arrow, since I'm at a bit of an angle, and attack this guy.
Okay.
Big guy.
That will still have a bonus of plus to the AC of it, though, but that works.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Nope. Your arrow bounces off the base of the stone statue.
Okay. And with that, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that'll be my turn.
Absolutely. All right. With that, now it goes back to the spider in question. Vardak, can I have you make a dexterity saving throw of 18?
Is one of our characters underneath the cat?
22.
Oh, not you. I'm sorry. Did I say Vardak? I'm sorry. No, I meant to say Zargish. Apologies.
Oh, come on.
Do we
Spread the
use
love.
player icons?
I did spread the love.
Yeah, I think one of the player icons is underneath the cat. Or no, it's a little bit above it. Sorry.
There's one here that I see in the corner above.
I didn't see it for a second.
I don't
Is
see.
there? No,
I
there's-
don't see it hitting anywhere.
Yeah, I'm the one busy getting clobbered by a spider.
I'm here.
Yeah, I just need you to make a dexterity save of 18.
Only 18?
Of only 18.
Easy.
Sad because Vardak actually did make that save.
I got a 25, so go like hang yourself from up there.
Absolutely.
Jesus.
With this, the spider seems to. It kind of sounds like it's having a hairball as if it was a cat.
Yeah.
It hawks up a loogie and spits it at you, but you are able to dodge out of the way.
Oh,
Exception
it's a
of web.
projectile? It's a projectile.
Yes,
You could have just told me that, and I would have just ignored it because I can do that.
possibly. But
Deflect
with
myself.
that, now there is a wet white spot behind you of now very fresh, very sticky spider web.
Cool.
Okay. It's more of an area of attack thing. That's why it was the dex. Okay. And with that, it will make its own move and move to be on top of the statue. You may take a opportunity attack if you so wish.
How tall is the statue?
The statue is approximately 20 feet in height.
Of course I wish to take that opportunity attack. Okay, so what do I get to do as an opportunity attack? Just like as if it was my regular turn?
As if it was your regular turn, just smack it, but you get the one chance as the action of attack. So no
Okay.
bonus actions and such unless you directly.
So
want
I
to
roll
use
for it, of course, yeah?
Sorry?
I roll
Yes.
for it, of course. Okay.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh, come. A 12.
A 12 does not hit.
I don't get my bonus action, right?
Nope. It's only the one action for the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, with this, now that is the end of the spider's turn.
Yeah, that spider's a pussy.
Vardak, now it's your turn. What do you like to do, Vardak?
Shit, sorry, my internet keeps cutting in and out. What was that?
Your turn now.
I am going to use the Beast's Fang on the group of spiders.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 9.
All right, with that, that does not hit. Basically, your boomerang, you try to aim it low and curve it, but it basically just glides over the heads of many of the spiders swarming on the floor. Okay. You do whip up a few with the air of it, but no real damage is seen. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So with that, now it goes to... Uno second. Zargish, your turn.
That was quick. Okay. I would like to. I have darts, yes. So I'm going to go up to the base. The base of this thing, which I'm still outside of its range of attack, right?
Currently, yes.
When I go up to the base of the statue.
For the physical melee attack, you are out of range, yes.
Okay.
It's 20 feet above you.
Yeah.
which
So
you need
my
to put the marker on.
the range of my dart is 20. So I'm going to throw my dart up at it.
Hmm?
One of my darts.
Yep, roll to hit.
Roll. Come on. 9.
Nope,
Okay.
does not hit. You toss a dart, but you miss one of its legs. It flies up and about, and then lands on the ground.
Cool.
I will
Well,
illustrate that as being right here. if
Then
you
I'll
want to
just-
pick that up again. All right.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll run this way 10. Let's call it 20 feet in order to get over there. And
Okay.
I'll pick up my dagger or my dart. And
I
then
would say
I'll run.
25 in total. You had to move 5 squares.
Fine.
Mhm.
And then I'll do 15 more feet because I can do that.
Okay.
Offense over here.
So you collect it as the bonus action?
Yes.
Alrighty. I'll remove the dagger then. Alright. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
Absolutely. Now with this, it goes back to Deadeye.
All right. I'm not worried about the smaller spider swarm anymore. I'm gonna continue to attack. I'm going to make it a regular attack.
Absolutely. That hits.
Well, you'd hope so.
I wish it would roll it actually in front of me instead of it just saying what I got.
Okay.
Okay. Apparently it was 15.
Okay.
Okay.
Ahead, please.
Yeah. Absolutely. Do that for you.
Okay. 15.
Piercing.
I should note that the swarms are resistant to piercing, not the
Yeah.
big one.
Not the big one.
Okay. Okay, so with that, you are able to shoot another shot into its underbelly. Still standing on all of its 8 legs, but it is now screeching at you. I will make you pay!
Why don't you
Okay.
suck on the end of my barrel?
And I imagine Stam was translating that as well. Free
Yeah.
action. Absolutely. Okay, with this, anything else you wish to do?
That'll be in my turn.
Sam, your turn.
Okay. Big guy's still up where, or is he up where I can see him easily?
Yes,
on
is
the
on
statue.
top of the stone statue.
Okay. Cool. So with that, let's go with the bow and arrow again. Does a 24 hit?
It does.
Okay. So that's only gonna be 5.
Absolutely. With that, you're able to stick another arrow into its carcass. All right. Anything else for you?
Not at the moment.
All right. With that, the spider is now in its own turn. It looks to ready itself. Its arms, or rather legs, bent, and it looks like it's ready to pounce. With that, it will pounce. The center. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And it's going to land right smack dab in front of you, Deadeye. And it is going to do its lunging attack. With this, what is your AC again?
17. Bring it
It
on.
matches you for 17 with a +5. So with that, one rule that I like to employ is I like to call it Walmart resistance. If any creature matches the AC of a creature, it immediately does reduced damage, as in half. This goes for
see.
both players and monsters alike. Okay, so with this, it will do another. That'll be 5, half of 5. Let's go with 2. So basically, he did a whole leap and basically nipped at you. Can I have you make a Constitution saving throw of 11? That works.
Too
So
bad.
you are only just bit. It was a dry bite. All right.
And y'all were really scared of this thing?
Mm-hmm. All right. So with that, it now goes to Vardak. What do you wish to do? Oh darn! I forgot to move the swarmlings. Oh well.
I'm just gonna use the firebolt again.
Absolutely. Against whom?
The swarm, we're just not gonna hit. This is a 5.
Absolutely not. You overshoot the swarm at your feet, which are readily trying to nip at you. All right. And again, that's melee range, so it would be a disadvantage anyway. Okay, so with that, anything else you wish to do?
No.
All right, because you still can move and such if you so wish.
No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Absolutely. And with that, Zargish, your turn.
Okie dokie. It's still on top of the statue, right?
Nope, it is now down on the ground over here.
Oh, yes, it jumped in front of him. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, I'm going to jump up behind it, moving 10, and I will whack it in the thorax with my big stick, and it will actually hit this time.
That is.
I rolled a 17, thank God.
17 will hit, and that's bludgeoning.
Yes.
Absolutely. Roll for damage.
Oh, yeah, that's more like it. 12 damage.
Absolutely. And with that, resistance. Okay.
And then I will unarmed strike it, punch it in the thorax with my... I'm going to headbutt it in the thorax.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm going to do.
You're going to headbutt it.
Yes.
All right. So roll to hit.
I rolled a 23.
That hits. Roll damage.
That will be 5 bludgeoning.
Absolutely. And I'm going to mark that down as 3 damage. Okay. Because of the resistance as well. All right. Now with this, anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
All right. Time for the swarm. With this, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This little swarm is going to be nipping its way at you, Sam.
Okay.
Okay, so that will be plus, look at the note, 3. That does not hit.
Okay.
They nip and they bite, but they do not pierce your boots.
Okay.
All right. With that, the other group, they're going to be nipping their way at you, Vardak. And the plus, what was your AC again?
Mine? 12.
It meets. Okay. So with that, it'll be half damage. So that will be... Okay. 7, and then... All right, can I have you take a total of 8 damage? All right. With that, it now goes back to Deadeye. What are you going to do?
It lunged that far?
It did.
Damn. Oh well, I don't. I'm not gonna take the disengage action. I'll just take the opportunity to attack and move.
Absolutely. And with
Fair.
that, your AC is what again? 17?
Yep.
It nips at you, but it misses.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And then I'm gonna take another regular shot. 26
Okay. That hits.
for 9 damage.
Absolutely.
And then now in my turn.
Absolutely. As you turn and aim and shoot your shot, you can now see the creature is bloodied. All right. Now with this, anything else you wish to do?
There is nothing to do.
Alrighty, Sam, your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I have them just in front of me. I also have Big Boy. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
5, 10. Let's move here. And I'm gonna swing at this guy with my wolf fang.
Absolutely.
Okay. Does a 23 hit?
It does, and that is slashing damage, correct?
Correct.
All right, roll to hit, or rather, roll for damage.
Okay. That is 9 damage, and then, for some reason it didn't do the sneak attack, which is 2d6, so let's do that real quick. Plus 2. So, plus 3, so 12 damage.
12, all right. And the slashing it is resistant to, so it takes half of that.
Okay.
Okay. With that, you are able to whip around your sword that then is elongated into a long silver whip, or silvery whip. You are able to spin it around and give it a good slice. However, its carapace is still thick, and it does not cut nearly as deep as one would desire. All right. Anything else you wish to do?
No, I think that's it.
I did not
Okay.
mean to click that.
You're fine. Now it is the turn of the spider. The spider will quickly whip around and then give you a very good hard smack, Zargish. Can I have you make another dexterity check, or sorry, save of this time 16? It's trying to whip around and smack you real hard.
I rolled 11.
With that, you are knocked back 5, 10 feet, and that will be a grand total damage of 4 damage bludgeoning.
Oh no. Anyway,
Okay, and with that,
does that not matter about my AC?
it was just a dexterity, so no. Basically, it was going to hit something anyway.
I see.
It was a large swooping attack. Now with this, it will be giving a kind of hiss to its surroundings, and then will be running up along the wall. So that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, and it'll be running up to here, climbing up the wall 10 feet, and then moving an additional section over to here. Okay. Now with that, it then goes to Vardak. What do you wish to do?
Sorry, that was directed at me again.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to use my halberd, I guess, on the swarm.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's terrible. It's a 1.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh lord.
You whip out your halberd and you try to do an overhead strike and pierce it with the tip of the halberd. However, all of them have evaded in a even circle of about 6 inches in diameter and are all just kind of looking at the spear and then look up at you. And are like, huh. So yeah, that's a definite miss. Anything else you wish to do?
No.
Absolutely. That brings us to Zargish.
Okay. So, what is it? What is the swarm resistant to?
Piercing.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see how far I can run over there. Oops, I moved 2 by accident. Yeah, I can get all the way there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go all the way up to the swarm. Running, and then I'm gonna sweep my stick, my big stick down.
Absolutely.
And to thwack as many as I possibly can up in one big motion.
Absolutely.
Stick it-
Roll to hit.
roll one. Are you kidding me? I rolled a 7 within that one.
Wow. Well, that still does not hit.
Ooh.
They seem to evade your every swipe.
Well, I will use my what's it called? Unarmed strike to step on them.
Absolutely. Roll to hit.
That it's a 17.
That absolutely hits. And with that, roll for damage.
5 damage.
Okay. With that, you are able to successfully and very ickily raise your bare foot and stomp down and get a good chunk of this horde. However, now your foot feels slimy.
It's the least
and
my.
Crimson, roll perception.
Oh, dear. 15.
You hear a faint little scream. They got Ted!
Oh dear.
Okay. Now with
It's a
that...
Pixar movie when the bad guys come in. Where are the bad guys?
Mhm.
Oh,
All
dear.
right. Anything else you wish to do, Zargish?
Nah.
All right. Time for the swarm. With this, they'll be at the big swarm will be attacking both of you respectively, and that will be a okay. So that does hit with the bonus. So Zargish, you do get poked a little bit, and also Sai. Let's see, you do not get poked. Okay.
Why
So
does
with
Sai
that-
not get poked?
It was a 6 plus 3, so 9. He has an AC of 12.
I have an AC of 17.
And I rolled a 16. 16 plus 3, 19.
How much damage?
That will be, because half of the swarm is directed at you, that'll be a total of 7 damage. Piercing.
It's a lot of damage.
It is. It's 2d4 versus the 4d4. Okay. So with that, this other smaller swarm now rushes over to this little gunner over here. And with this, it'll be making a small biting strike at you. And with that, what was your AC again? 17?
Mine is 17.
Yours is 17, and yours, Deadeye?
17 as well.
Okay, it got an 18 of a 15 plus 3. So with that, it does take a nip at you, but with the horde greatly reduced, so is the damage. So that will be a grand total of 5 damage.
Okay.
All right. And with that, it now goes back to you, Deadeye.
Fine. I'll pull out my short sword and stab, or not stab, but slash at the swarm in front of me, just to get rid of it.
Okay.
It's a long sword.
And that's slashing damage, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely.
23.
So that is 23 to hit. That does hit. And one-handed is 11. All right. As you are slashing around on the ground, they are also resistant to slashing damage. As
Oh
you
my
can only...
god, bro.
But with this, you are able to slash around and whip around your long sword and scrape against the stone, casting sparks every which way. The horde is dead under a flurry of blows. All right.
That'll end my turn.
Sam,
Actually, no.
perception check. Real quick.
I will also. This is just for me because it's a trait. I'm gonna second wind so that way I can regain some health.
Okay. Absolutely. And Sam, you are able to hear from the large spider. You are able to hear a hushed cry of, "No, my babies. I got more anyway, but still."
I rolled a fucking 1 on that health.
Oh.
God damn.
Oof. Big oof. All right. And with that, it now goes to Sam. Your turn.
The fact that it has more, but
They lay thousands by the bushel.
yeah,
Oh, God.
still.
It makes sense. It's a kitten, though.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm,
as you kill the last ones, you hear faint mews. But anyway, go ahead, Sam.
I'm gonna go for the mom. I'm gonna pull out my bow. Use free action to, or use my object. Sorry, bonus action to put my sword in my sheath and attack the Mom with the bow.
Absolutely.
18.
That does hit.
That does 8 piercing.
Absolutely. You are able to release your bow after pulling back with a quick breath. Aiming, you land another, but this time in one of its eyes.
Ooh.
Granted, it has 7 more.
Yeah.
You hear it billow and scream in pain. Okay. Now with that, is there anything else you wish to do?
Not really.
Absolutely. And with this, it goes back to the spider in question. Let me measure this out real quick. There we go. You are just in range, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
Can I have you make a dexterity save of 18?
Let's see. Can I? Nope.
No.
That's a 10.
It basically makes the sound of a cat trying to spit up a hairball, and it spits a large glob of spider's web on you. And
Ugh.
with this,
With this?
on your next turn, you are now able to make a strength check to try and get yourself out of it. But now, there is also, with this, hold on, there is a line that is connected to this spitball.
Oh no.
Okay. And now, strength check. Oof. Oof. Okay. With that, you are dragged 10 feet. Can I have you make a dexterity saving throw to keep... basically, it spat on you. You were still upright. But now, can I have you make a dexterity save to see if you don't fall on the floor?
15.
All right. With that, you unfortunately do get tugged off of your feet and are now on the ground. Can I have you take 1 bludgeoning damage? And you are now... 5, 15. You are now dragged ever closer to the beast.
Oh dear.
Okay. And now... it goes to Sai, or Vardak. Apologies. Your turn. Can you hear me, Sai?
No, sorry, my internet's been really weird. What was that?
Your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use the Beast Fang on this one in front of me.
Absolutely. Roll to hit.
So
That
14.
hits. Okay, and that is slashing. Oh, that's bludgeoning. Never mind. So with that, absolutely. You are able to swing your boomerang down, and you are able to take another chunk out of this horde. And now, it is at half strength. Okay. Now, with that, anything else you would like to do?
No.
Absolutely. Zargish, your turn. Zargish. Zargish.
Did his internet crap out?
I don't know. Maybe it did.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can hear
There
you.
we go.
Your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'd like to take my stick and thwomp out, crush this swarm from existence.
Absolutely.
Crush what little left of it there is.
And it does get a bonus of +2 to AC because of its positioning. Because it is kind of on the table and such.
I rolled a 15.
That hits. Roll for damage.
I rolled an 8 for damage.
Absolutely. And with that, you are able to give a good, proper smack to this horde. However, there's still some left.
I will then immediately thereafter smush them again with the very same foot I used before, covered in the blood of their brethren. And I will viciously and mercilessly stamp them out. I rolled a 24 to hit,
That absolutely hits. Hit.
and I rolled 8 damage.
Absolutely. And as you bring your foot up to karate chop down on the table, you can then hear, or at least Sam can, they can hear, oh, there's Ted. Wait, no, Ted. And then squish. All right. That is a dead horde of bugs.
And then I would like to run. Not, I mean, I'm not like running, but like.
You want to move away.
To there. Like,
Absolutely.
That's all.
All right. And now it goes to, no longer the swarmlings are in play. Okay. And now, legendary action. Now that the swarm of her children are gone, she is enveloped with rage. You can hear a billowing screech coming from her, and she cries out in pain at the loss of her children. But with this, now, her efforts are redoubled. Okay, strength check. Pulled ever closer. Okay. And with this, now, you are about on the table. You are getting dragged across the floor. You've been hit with a table, essentially, or you got dragged across a table.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have you take an additional 2 bludgeoning damage?
Okay.
All right. And now it goes to Deadeye.
Let's see here.
Did I?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm quickly calculating movement, and about there should be fine. So I'm not in the way. I'm gonna put up my long sword now, and then aim true. And I'm going to do one last sharpshooter with grip point.
Okay. And what's grip point?
Grip point is a thing that gunslingers get where they are use their feature of trick shots. I'm using violet shot, which means for each grip point that I expend, I get to roll another hit die.
Okay. So you wanted to use the sharpshooter thing. That's -5, so that's 10. So that definitely does not hit.
No, it does not. Damn.
You are able to fire your weapon once more, but it arcs into the stone, shattering a piece of the wall.
Alright, well that'll end my turn.
And now there's some gravel that has dislodged from the wall and is now kind of putting a bedazzle on the cocoon coating on Sam's current condition.
Okay.
You look fabulous as you get eaten though.
Mm-hmm.
My turn.
Anything else for you, Zargish? I'm sorry, Deadeye?
Huh?
Anything else for you?
No, that'll be it.
All right. Sam, you get to make a strength roll of 14.
Actually, I'm gonna use Misty Step. It's a bonus action. Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport to a space 30 feet, up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see. So can I see anything?
You're a little bit upside down, but mostly the ceiling is now a lot closer than it looked. So the
Okay.
ceiling is now the floor, but yes, you can see things.
Okay, then I'm going to teleport. Supposing I can see it, I'm going to teleport 30 feet this way.
Absolutely. I would say you can.
Okay, so let's move my character.
To here?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's one back, sorry.
Okay, and then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Or, no, Spire Swarm 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm 65 away from him.
Okay. That was good. I like that. All right. Anything else you wish to do?
And I wish to attack with the bow and arrow, you didn't say I dropped it, so...
Nope. It was all wrapped on around your body.
Okay, so
So you're good.
I'm gonna attack with the bow and arrow because this thing's peeved me. 24 to hit?
Absolutely. And that is piercing, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. Roll to hit. Or roll for damage.
10.
10 piercing. All right. You are able to stick another arrow true into its now riddled carcass. It still stands. All right. And with that, anything else you can do?
That was move action, bonus action, and attack action, so no.
Okay. Now, interesting thing here. It now has a gravel-ridden... basically, it now has a flail in its possession. Made of silk. From spider silk. Now that it's empty. It was going to swing around and bat you with your own friends, but now it has an empty cocoon, so it's not going to hurt near as bad. It's just going to feel like a wet noodle. Oh, boy. But with that, it now is going to leap at the nearest danger that it sees. And so far, Deadeye, you're the closest. And with that, it is going to leap. Let me measure this out.
35.
Yep, that still works. Can I have you make a dexterity saving throw of, I believe earlier it was 15.
God damn it. It's a 7.
All right. It lands... it lands basically on top of you, and you are bolted back about... I can't grab you. You are bolted back 10 feet. And that will be 5, 10. It has now put you up on the ramp.
Basically, right next to the door.
Mm-hmm. And you would kindly take 3 plus that. Can I have you take 5 damage total bludgeoning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically didn't take any damage at all at that point.
Yeah,
I healed for 5 and took 5 damage.
fair enough. All right, I am going to delete that and also this, if I can grab it. Nope. Delete. And 1 second. There we go. Just getting that out the way. Okay. It did its movement lunge, and now it will be rearing up for its next attack. Okay. And now it looks to be swinging this thing above itself. All right. Next person is now... that would be Vardak. Your turn now.
So, the only thing that's left is the big spider, right?
Correct.
And to get down, because it's difficult terrain, would be double.
Basically, you just lose 10 feet out of your 30 because you're only moving out 5 feet. So that would be 20 feet, or rather 15 feet if you moved right there.
Right to here.
If you move, I'm sorry, if you moved if you moved 2 blocks to your right, it would be 15 feet.
Okay.
Because the 1 block is doubled, so that'll be 10 feet and then the 5. 15, 20, 25, and then 30. If you wish to go one more. There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm good.
All right. Now with that, anything else you wish to do?
No.
All right, Zargish, your turn.
Cool. So it is on the ground now, yes?
It is now on the ground.
Let me make sure I can get over there. Not even a problem. Yeah, I'll go all the way over there, and I'll whack it with my stick again,
Absolutely.
and I'll actually hit it for the first time ever, I think.
You just
With,
jinxed
the,
yourself,
with,
didn't you?
with the stick.
All right. Do you
I
have
rolled
any
a
reach on that stick, or is it still 5?
5 feet.
Quarterstaff should have reach.
It's 5 feet reach. What does that mean?
That means you can be 5 feet away and then hit it.
So basically right next to it in terms of squares. All right, so with the 20, that's a dirty 20? Yes. So with that, you do hit. Roll for damage.
6 damage.
6 damage.
He
You
should
bas-
be able to hit them 10 feet away if it has reach on
Is
If it
that
says reach of 10 feet, then you can reach 10 feet. If it says reach of 5 feet, then you can reach the 5 feet next to you.
yeah?
it. Okay.
All right.
And then I'm also going to do it on arm strike, of course. And this one's going to be another headbutt, and it's a nat 20, so it's 26.
Absolutely. Roll for damage.
And I rolled a 7 for damage on arm strike.
And that does work.
Headbutt.
All right. With this, after the flurry of blows, one arrow is stuck in its eye. You decide to go for a final killing move and shoving the arrow deeper into its head and into its brain. You do the best thing you think you can. Hit the nail on the head with a head. With that, you headbutt the arrow further into its brain, and it is dead. It chitters, it squeaks, and then dies without a further whisper. Okay. Now, the room seems to be unoccupied, barring yourselves. And with this, now there is silence.
Oh.
Blood has stained your weapons, and now the room smells of spider guts. With this, it's also accompanied by the old dusty smell of, well, dust, and also that of cobweb. So largely just a dust smell is in the room. Now with this, what does the party wish to do? Around you in the ceiling, you are able to see that there are 6 large blue crystal deposits, of which there seems to be a large crystal and several outcroppings, they of which are all at even spacings around the room. Along the walls, you are able to see that there is pockmarked blue crystals that are inside their own kind of candelabras sticking out of the wall. Around you, you are able to see much of the same cafeteria that you had just fought and bled in. You can see that there are a multitude of shattered tables accompanied by brass chairs. 2 medium-sized 10-foot statues stand guard in the center of the room across from each other, both of which look to be dwarven warriors. In the far end of the room, you can see a collapsed statue belonging to a different possible deity, if any. With this, you can see around the room there is also a bar at the far end, and several large pipes sticking out of several areas in the room. And in the far left side of the room in the corner, you can see the spider's nest. What does the party wish to do?
I would like to go up to the main spider that was attacking us, and I'd like to get its venom.
All right. Can I have you roll a survival check of 13 or more? Do you have a container to put it in?
I should have a jar or something of that nature. If
All right,
not,
go
I
ahead and
will
look
put
for
it.
me.
I had a 24.
That will work. You are able, in the final moments of this beast, you're able to grab its mandible and kind of squeeze and tug, as if almost milking a cow, and you are able to fill your container. With this, you have 1 pot of spider's venom, or 1 container, or whatever have you.
This will be useful for some of them.
Am I still going to be taking poison damage?
No, that was only like a one-time affair of extra damage.
Okay.
Because otherwise, if that was bleeding damage, I didn't calculate that through the whole fight, and neither did you, I don't think. But yeah, no bother on that. Okay, let me get back our music. And we are now past our 2-hour mark. Let's take a 5-10 minute break, get some snacks, go to the restroom, do all that, and then we can reconvene.
Okay.
All right, with that, let me get appropriate music, and we'll be right back.
Mhm.
Okay. Bot room / leave. No. Why? There we go. All right, I'll be right back, people. Why, hello, peoples. I'm back. And I got a hot dog.
Welcome back.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. During our last brush in with a air quote snowstorm, they were all out of actual milk at the store. And in much typical Southern fashion, all that was left was the organic and or no lactose milk. So we have lactate in the fridge. Is that something that'll work for you, Crimson? Or I'm guessing you've tried that.
No, it doesn't work because it's still milk. I'm allergic to the chemical processing, not the
Okay.
protein.
Ah, okay. Never mind then. But yeah, outside of that, I got myself a Colossal hot dog, as is the brand name, Frank's Colossal Hot Dog.
Nice.
They are about, if I had to wager, 8 inches long and about an inch thick.
Publix chicken.
Sounds like too many details.
Publix chicken is really good, actually.
Yeah. And, well, it's a wiener that's hard to fit in one's mouth.
Not mine.
Yeah, I had to tell Husk about that one time. Like, there's no matter how he asked me how it was, and he said no matter how you describe it, it's not going to sound good.
Oh yeah.
You just have to bite the bullet at that point.
Yep.
Oh dear.
So we still got a few minutes. I'm going to eat my hot dog, and I'll be right back to you. Aside from that, how we all holding up?
All right.
Pretty good. Well, I'll be right back. I need napkins. Someone got on my lip or on my nose. Be right back. Just as a quick heads up, I should be ready for y'all in the next 3 or so minutes.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, in case anyone was wondering, I have physically made by hand this map. I am proud of it.
Yay.
That just sounded like the most preschool teacher going, yeah, good for you thing. Good for you.
I'm so
Well-
proud of you, bro. I can die happy now.
So,
Don't you make all the maps though?
yeah.
I make a majority of them, but not all of them. Oh, speaking of which, for you guys, I have an image that I have made. I need to pull it up. But anywho, I made an image of the hunting cabin that you guys went to. And I made an alternate version because my Saturday group burned it to the ground.
I didn't have anything to do with that.
Yes, I'm aware. You were good. They did it because they didn't like something they saw, which is understandable. But that would be this page. Let me make it so none of you guys can touch it. So let's bring us over to this page. I believe I've showed some of you this before. But this is a perspective shot of the view from the mountains looking down towards the hunting lodge, overlooking the village of Karn in the distance.
Mhm.
And for example, for reference, that would be from up here, basically a view from up here,
Mhm.
looking past the cabin, down to the village below. I was
It
proud
is-
of making that one.
It is very nice.
Thank you.
It looks
is
good.
Very cool.
Okay. Let
You
me
should
finish
share
up-
these, bro. Find someone to upload them. Some other nerd can use them one day, maybe.
Oh yeah, I do upload a few of them, but not all of them. Through a non-sponsored thing, Incarnate. That's the program I use.
Those maps that you make.
I make them all through Incarnate. You can make realistic battle maps, watercolor stuff. You can make political maps, world maps, a whole bunch of things. And you can get really creative with it too to make a whole bunch of other images as well. Let me finish up my salad of potato, and I'll be right with you in about a minute.
There we are. World maps. Usage. See the pricing for Pro. What is it? $25 a year.
For Pro
Yeah.
on Incarnate,
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
I just do $5 monthly. Not for a Pro version, but that sounds like something I should look into.
The Pro version seems to be just the same thing, but a different cost per year. Because $5 a month is, well, obviously 5 times 12,
which is 60.
$60 in a year.
All right,
And then the Pro yearly is $25 per year.
I need to switch over because I intend to use this product a lot more. All right.
Yeah. So I just saved you money.
Yep. Thank you.
No problem. I
And
always do that with everything I look at. I always just look at it. I was like, okay, what's the difference between the monthly plans versus the yearly plans, and how much are you actually saving between each product and how long you intend to use it?
okay, just another second while I get a few things more in order, and I'll be right back with you.
Oh god damn.
Ooh, you all right?
Yeah, no, I've been trying to get over this fucking cold for a good minute.
Okay.
Ooh. What? What is this? Enable party time? What? I found a dancing Gandalf in the top right corner of D&D Beyond.
Oh, the thing that makes everything go all like rave colors.
Ooh.
Like if If you hover over like the my characters, my campaigns things, they all go like gravy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know why that's there.
It's amazing because I was looking around and I clicked something and then suddenly, by accident. That's awesome. I always associate this song with the like I don't know, it's some sort of animation team that like your usual main characters are eggs.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They do Minecraft videos?
Yeah.
What's it
Those
called?
Oh, them. Yeah. Element animation.
Mhm.
Yeah, love those guys. But the guy with the freaking smiling face and the not the piñata hat, the Mexican hat.
Jason?
Yeah, that
No,
would
not
be
not
the
Jason.
Guerrero.
No, Jason doesn't have that song. Mint. He's
Enrique?
like, can somebody help me hide a body?
Oh, yeah, that's old stuff. Wow, that's years back.
Yeah, I know. I'm an old person.
I'm the boomer of all my groups. All right.
Yet you're
So?
one of the youngest.
Yet I am amongst some of the youngest. Okay, people. What? No. Why you skip? Why you not skipping? There we go.
Oh, bro. I was able
Mhm.
to give away one of your mats, by the way, to a new acquaintance I found.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
He really enjoyed it.
I work at a floor mat factory. I gave him one of the scrap mats, and
Oh, his name was Matt, so I had to.
it works.
Would you like a mat from Matt? Matt?
But anyway, I think we're ready to get started. Sai, you back yet?
Yes.
Alrighty then. With your surroundings, you are able to see much of the same. You are able to see that there are the tables that are strewn about, massive pipes that are in some of the corners, and large statues in several areas of the room. One massive statue is sat at the other end of the hall, in front of, the fire spit in the center of the room. With this, there is a large cobweb in the corner and a bar in the other corner. With this, what does the party wish to do?
I got the venom and now I'm running over towards the bar to see what's over there.
Absolutely. With that, you can see that there are a multitude of mostly opened barrels that are, at this point, covered in cobwebs and mostly old, but they look to be of old ale barrels. You can smell a faint hint of their ancestry, still potent even after years of abandonment.
Oh dear.
What about the? There seems to be. You know what? I've touched too many things. All right. Since there's nothing of interest over here, I'm gonna go look at the statue.
Absolutely. And with that, you're able to see a large visage, however broken, of an ancient dwarf god.
Okay. Are those two braziers?
They are.
I'll like the two braziers.
Absolutely. And how do you do so?
With a torch.
All right. With that, there's still some dormant coals in them. It lights up the room with a faint orange glow. And with this, now there is simply more light.
All right. Do the ceiling crystals like catch the light more and make it more shiny?
Not particularly, no. It just simply lights up the area around the base.
All right.
It would if the statue was still properly standing. It might give it some underglow, if anything.
All
Mind
right.
if I look behind the bar, see if I can find any things laying about?
You absolutely may. Roll an investigation if you wish.
I rolled
And
a
that
20.
is... Oh,
20.
20. With that, you are able to see that underneath the stone counter in the behind section, you are able to see that there are a mixture of mugs, flagons, and other empty bottles However, you can find that there is in the back one unopened bottle of a Burkish mead.
Cool. I'll take it.
Absolutely.
Say that again.
Burkish.
That's the clan, right?
Yes. Or, the clan, I'm sorry, is Baradukes.
You said brackish?
Barakish.
Okay.
It's similar spelling to the Baradukes, but it halfway through the word it gets different.
Is there a meaning to that? Do I know what Barakesh is? Do I know?
I could probably tell you what it means since I know Dwarvish.
I'll bring it to him because I know he knows it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Once you
man.
bring the question over to him,
As I'm currently standing over, thinking about throwing this torch onto the entire pile of cobwebs.
with that, he translates the name to you. It's simply a name, no true meaning.
Yeah,
Is it a name he's heard before?
I'll roll history for
Absolutely.
that. What are my knowledges? That's a 9. I don't know shit. I just know the name.
You mostly just know the name. It's a popular brand, but it's not the top dog of ales. That would belong to Bugman's.
Yeah. I mean, they're not popular. Try Bugman's if you're lacking their ale, of course. I got my signature stuff. I pull out like a clear bottle that's like this dirty water. And it's like, this is called crick water. This is the shit.
Mm.
Is it
Sounds
actually
lovely.
crick water or is it alcohol?
It's both alcoholic and caffeinated. It's basically like a Four Loko.
Oh boy.
And it gets you, and instead of drinking it, you huff it.
What?
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. So
Huffing
Bardak,
caffeinated
what are you up to?
I'm gonna healing word myself.
Absolutely. Can I have you roll some one singular forgot the word. Perception. There we go. I was trying to say precision and no, perception. Can I have you roll a perception check? Okay. With an 8, you are able to see in the corner of the room that you're in, you are able to see several large brass pipes, and there is also a standing water well that with a lever you could potentially get the water to come out.
I'm gonna try and get us some water then.
Absolutely.
I would like to do the what's it called? The healing word, not healing word. The healing punch that I can do because I'm very weak.
Absolutely.
What's it
Okay.
called? That costs me a key point, of course.
Absolutely. All right, Deadeye. Over in your corner of the room, you see the massed pile of cobwebs. In some of the cobwebs, you are able to see large clumps of humanoid shapes unmoving. But at the base of this cobweb ball, you are able to see that there are some weapons lightly covered by this cobweb mass.
Burn, don't burn, burn, don't burn. I'm going to. How far away are the clump of weapons?
They are lightly covered by the cobwebs. However, they do look to be of dwarven make from a distance.
Stand back.
Question:
Or like,
before you set anything on fire, above us, do the cobwebs go like stray across above us? Are they covering the ceiling that we can see?
They are largely coating, the majority of which are coating this corner. There are light amalgamations of cobweb around the room, but it doesn't look like it'll spread.
Okay.
At least not too far.
As long as it's not right above us, I for one prefer it not to fall on top of our heads.
Don't worry, I wouldn't put you in a stone oven.
You sure?
that's oddly specific.
Yeah.
Stone oven.
A
Very
spider
good.
grass with its tomato sauce.
Anyway, poof. It's
Absolutely. With the dryness of the fibers, it catches quickly. You hear the crackle and burn of web and fiber, but with that, the mangled victims are also now being burned on their own funeral pyre. Their own peace is given to them. With this, it goes up pretty quickly. The flame erupts and goes up and up the wall, and it does not catch on the stone. So largely, the ball went up in flames pretty quickly. And now the weapons are exposed. These dwarven make weapons, while they have been decayed and rather, well, kind of squirted on by a spider with goop, they still look to be very usable.
like pick it up and examine it.
Absolutely. Give a quick investigation of 10 or more.
It's a 19.
You recognize these as dwarven craftsmen's weapons, and with this, you are able to recognize that these can deal some hearty damage when placed right. You see amongst the pile, you are able to see such weapons as a crossbow, a short sword, and a hand axe that are still readily available for use. They look to be of decent quality, despite the miscare for them.
All right. Oh, you said a hand axe, correct?
A hand axe, a short sword, and a working crossbow.
A working crossbow. Let me examine that crossbow actually.
Okay? With that, you now have in your possession, or rather in your immediate vicinity, these are +1 dwarven weapons.
Oh shoot.
Oh.
So a +1 crossbow, +1 short sword, and a +1 hand axe.
Okay. I mean, I got plenty of hand axes, but sure, I'll take another one. And the short sword, I will gladly take.
Do you want to share any of these with the party?
I'll give the crossbow actually to Sam because she seems like she would like to have more ranged
Okay.
options.
Sure.
Okay.
So I have a +1 crossbow.
Okay. So add that to your pile.
Is
And
there- I'll take the hand axe if you don't need it.
Sure, I'll give you the hand axe as well, I guess. But I'll keep the short sword.
okay. And now you can see that there are several of the burned now, or rather, they were the spider victims, and now they seem to be late burned victims. They are over on the side. However, some of the fibers are still thick, and they don't entirely seem to be a readily, smoothly shaped humanoid in some of them.
Okay, I got a quick question about the crossbow.
Absolutely.
Is it a light crossbow, heavy crossbow, or a hand crossbow?
This will be, in its working size, this is a light crossbow.
Okay.
Okay. Now, with that, there are still the matter of the victims that this thing has taken. So far, there seems to be 3 in the immediate vicinity. The webbing around them as such is singed and burned, but not gone.
The bodies aren't? I guess I'll inspect the bodies.
Absolutely. That will definitely suffice. With that, you are able to see, rather, cut into the webbing. You can see that one of the dwarves that was underneath was cradling a weapon.
Oh, shoot.
With this, you can see that on its hip that it was kind of cradling towards when it was killed, it looks like another firearm.
Pull it out.
Absolutely. This looks to be a dwarfen make flintlock pistol.
Alrighty then. That's a win in my book.
Okay. All right. So with that, that's for that corpse.
Alright.
No ammo is found. Firearms, I will make you count ammo.
Cool.
Okay. All right, so Vardak, back to you real quick. What are you currently up to?
Did I ever get this thing working?
About a year.
Can I have you do a quick strength check for me?
What is that?
I don't know. What is that?
Is that the? Is that the server bot?
I don't know.
I hear something that sounds like mechanical.
That is the server bot then, yes.
So that's the server bot, but I heard some like voices.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
I heard something that said like about a year.
Yeah, same.
I didn't hear it. Maybe this place is haunted too.
That might have been me. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
So Vardak, your strength,
Is this,
you are able to lift the handle and push down. However, at first, nothing comes.
Okay.
Okay. And surrounding you, excuse me, there is a dual set of pipes and a large pipe that both seem to have a brass turn handle on them.
I'm gonna try turning both of those.
Absolutely. Give me a strength check of 8. Absolutely. And with that, I'll let you keep that for both. All right. So as you turn the handle, you are then able to hear what sounds like water coming up through the pipes. You can hear a kind of swoosh, sploosh, slow but quickly getting more rapid of a pumping sound. And then you can hear rushing water through these smaller pipes. And through the big pipe, you are able to hear. That sounds familiar. That is. Huh. That almost sounds like your mother's stove, cooking over. Like the pot handle, or rather the pot lid, is kind of bubbling. Is that steam? Okay. And with that, Sam, you were the closest to it. Can I have you roll a quick perception check?
Sure. 3.
You hear a light hissing coming from. Excuse me. You hear a light hissing coming from the fire spit to the left of you.
Okay. Guys? Over here, it's hissing.
What's going on?
This fire spit is hissing.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It's hissing. It's something's going
I'll
on.
walk over to it.
Are
I'll
we
walk over to it and
Are we
inspect it.
talking about this?
No, I do hear that noise. What the heck is going on?
No, it's here.
This is the
On
fire-
a closer inspection of the fire spit, you are able to see that the spit is now spinning in place, but a hissing is still heard.
Oh, so it's just a steam-powered, fancy smancy.
It's a steam-powered rotisserie.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
I
The
also
hissing
light it on fire.
Okay. With that, as you stick your still burning torch over it, it goes boom. It was gas powered. That thing was on for a few seconds before you lit it. So with that, can I have everyone make a quick dexterity save that is
You-
nearby? That would be Deadeye and Sam.
23.
You are good on the dexterity, Sam. You are able to hear the hiss and recognize what it is just before it goes up in flame. Deadeye, however, your eyebrows are singed. Can I have you take 2 fire damage?
Alrighty.
I'm glad I walked away when I did.
Good,
I s-
good.
I still remember when I held a cold in my hand and you gave me like 4 damage.
That's because you held it in your hand.
It's a coal. This is literally
It is
gas.
a coal. You hold on to
Hey.
a hot rock.
That would be quite a bit of damage. I had a coal drop down my boot.
No,
That
it was a
pretty
coal.
bad.
I lit it. It wasn't like it's been sitting in the furnace or something. I literally took a match to a piece of coal.
Dry coal lights up quicker than normal.
Mm-hmm. The coal expert now, are yeah.
I am the one
Burns
hosting a
suck.
dwarven mine. But anyway, with that, is there anything else the party wishes to do?
Were there any other bodies in this pile here besides the dwarf?
There were only the few dwarfs. However, one of them was cut open. Or rather, the cocoon it was inside of was cut open. There are two
Yeah.
other dwarf bodies.
Could I check one of the other ones?
You absolutely may. Roll investigation for me, please.
12.
With that, upon opening the cocoon, you are able to see that it had a short sword of +1 make dwarven. All right. It had it attached to its hip, still on the scabbard.
I'm gonna take that.
Okay. And there's still one more if you so wish to look upon it.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Do you need another investigation then?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. With this one, you are able to cut it open much the same, but with this one, it is revealed that this one is all but bone. You can see, as you open it, a small swarm of spiders skitter out and about and scurry away up into the corner of the room, upwards of where the nest would have been, but then they disappear into the corner of the room, into a crack in the wall. Okay. Now, with that, you are able to see that the mouth of the now skeletal dwarven is agape, but you can see that there is a golden tooth inside of the mouth of this dwarf skeleton, still firm in place.
A golden tooth.
Absolutely.
Oh man, someone's getting some unwanted dentist work done today. I'm gonna pull that tooth.
Oh, yeah, and didn't you have like a tooth crack on you in the recent past?
I don't know what it is.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's an IRL thing. So, what do you know? You now have, if you choose to pry it out,
Yes.
all right, you now have a 10 gold piece tooth. Or at least it's valued at that much from what you can tell.
It's valued. A golden tooth is valued at 10 gold pieces.
It's the quality and size of the gold. This was a molar.
Very well. I'm going to peek my head outside of the front door and see if anything's changed now that the steam has been activated.
You can. You can see on the outside that some of the parapets now have, that were brass emplacements, you are able to see a light green flame emanating from some of the ports of the kind of brass candelabras. You can also hear the little rushing of water. You can see upon your right, looking out the door, you can see that the water wheel is being powered.
Ah, yay. So now the forge is continued. Okay, so we've activated the forge, and it seems like everything is starting to turn on now.
Guys, was it +1 to hit or +1 damage?
It is +1 to both. It is technically a magical weapon.
If you're using D&D Beyond, you can go in to inventory, hit manage inventory, type in the first word, and there should be something in there that says +1, and it'll be light green. That'll automatically add it for you.
Yerp.
And then when it shows up in your inventory, make sure the box next to it is red.
Oh.
That way it is equipped.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now, is there anything else the party wishes to do in here?
He said that. Well, I guess I wouldn't have seen it because he's the one who opened up the spiders. Wanted to investigate that crack, but I guess there's nothing happening towards.
He communicates that to you. You can know about it.
Yeah, I don't see any buttons like that.
Anyway,
Oh, okay.
Explain
Let
it
me
to
walk
me
you through
later.
this then.
Do you want to explain it to me later?
It might be good to have it now, I suppose, but later works, I suppose. Campaigns. I'm gonna go to your. I'm just gonna add it for you in that case.
Oh, okay. That works.
But let me screen share it to you real quick.
That might not work. My screen share is all messed up.
Can you view other people's screen share?
That's the main problem.
Okay. Well, you go to inventory, and then there's a button that says manage inventory in the top rightish area. You hit that,
Yeah.
and then in the filter, weapons and such, short sword, and there is a short sword of +1. I'm going to add that to you. Add that to equipment. And for you, it is now added and equipped. So that should be done for you. It's a real quick thing if it's an official item.
So just refresh.
So just refresh the page and it should be there. There you go.
That's it.
Okay. So yeah, with that, now you got a nice cool looking dwarven short sword. The base of the sword near the pommel is brass in coloration, and you can see the visage of a dwarven headed with a beard, and ultimately the blade is a two-sided blade. Perfectly balanced. Okay. Now, with that, what does the party wish to do? There is still that other stone structure that is yet to be explored.
Let's look at the other stone structure, and I'm going to have my flippin' bow and arrow at the ready, so I have an action readied.
Absolutely.
If there's another swarm or giant spider.
Okay. But with that, that brings us back to this page. And originally, for revealing this, there was the big old spider here. However, he was out of sight the whole time. But now, it is no longer existing, so it's no longer existing here. Alrighty then.
Imagine if I hit it with my dagger the first time we went into this room.
The one that you threw at the ceiling?
Yeah, if it was just there and I just so happened to hit it.
My other group did that for one monster. They're like, okay, screw this. They fired out in a random direction and hit it. I was like, oh, okay.
Initiate combat.
What? Yep. They went over to it. They saw the blood spot, and they thought they were alone. But anyway, continuing on with this. So with this, what does the party wish to do?
I guess I'll go examine the forge again now that it's officially on. If anything's changed.
All right. With that, oh, go ahead.
We should get out of here as soon as possible. Just try to find an exit.
Okay.
Right on.
So now, as you go outside of the main dining hall, or mining hall, it was kind of a word pun splice that was on the door. With that, outside, you can see that the forge is now running by itself. You can see that some of the contraptions now are carrying, basically, there is a upwards conveyor system. There is one such system that is hanging a few feet above the ground that is carrying a small crucible. This is carrying small amounts of deposited iron and putting it in a pile near the forge. With this, another crucible is nearby, of which it could be manually loaded with however much iron to be made into steel could be used. And nearby, another lever would have picked up the depository crucible and poured it into a forge, which would have gone into the forge area, gone into an area where the iron would have melted, and then gone into a mold, which can be replaced with a pickaxe head, sword head, axe head, whatever you needed. Okay.
This like conveyor belt, how is it? It's going up?
The conveyor belt is kind of in the roof area of where this is, and it is dangling a what would be a crucible or bucket carrying some of the iron ore.
Ooh.
It basically is just kind of spinning around and going around the shop and getting deposited some in one spot of the room and then deposited in the other.
Where is the deposit coming from?
The deposit looks like it is getting, it is being supplied by a kind of metal chute that is in the opposite end of the workshop.
I want to go investigate the chute.
Absolutely. All right. As you get closer to the chute, you can see that the bucket has made its way around and has gone underneath the chute. And with this, as it has gone to a certain point, it has knocked a chain that pulls a metal plate out of the side of the chute, releasing more and more iron into the bucket. As the bucket is full, it dips below where the chain was collided with, and now the chain goes back and cuts off the chute. Now the bucket is making its rounds back again, depositing it in the depository.
Okay.
It does this every 30 seconds or so.
I want to wait till the last moment of one of the buckets, and then I want to try and open up the chute.
Okay. Certainly may.
Okay.
So with that, another 20, 30 seconds pass, and it goes under the chute. What do you wish to do?
I want to open up the chute and look into it.
Absolutely. With that, as you look up, you see that there are chunks of iron ore falling on your face.
Ah, fuck.
Roll a dexterity saving throw of 17. 18. As you can see the chunks falling down and hear them rattling around in a metal chamber, you then see that they are falling rapidly towards your face. They then fall and hit the ground.
Mhm.
As you duck out the way. Sorry. Okay.
Well, I thought that would lead somewhere up top.
Oh,
Have y'all tried to go back the way we came?
The way we came is closed off. Like they flippin' the goblins demolished it.
Is it like explain what you mean by demolished? Like, do you mean like
Like
there's
they
a
had
roof now?
TNT. They had TNT in the canopy, and made their own cave in.
Yeah, they blew up the entire tunnel.
Okay, interesting.
We can try.
No, if there's no opening back there, I was thinking it was some sort of hatch that got closed on y'all, and if possible, we could have climbed our way back up. But no, if it's cave-in, I don't think there's an opening back there.
I mean, we can.
I would.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I would like to put my armor back on because for some reason I haven't been wearing it. So back up
Okay,
to
that
my-
explains why your AC was 12.
Yeah, it doesn't go up by much. It goes only up to 13, but it's still better.
Better than nothing.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Okay.
could save you.
Now with this, the contraption still clicks and turns as it makes its rounds. What does the party wish to do?
Honestly,
There still is that other building if you so wish to explore.
sure.
There's another building?
Yes, there was the smaller stone pillar structure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we'll go look at that.
What was it you were about to say, Sam? Sorry.
I was about to say, we just need to find a way out at this point. So it's either go deeper in, or backtrack and try to find another way.
I think we'll find a way out if we go deeper. There's supposed to be an exit out this way, according to the map you had.
Mhm.
We should start a fire and see if the smoke goes anywhere.
Fire has already been started. In the forge.
Was the smoke going anywhere then?
It does. Roll perception.
23.
As you look up into the ceiling, you are able to see that not too far up above, there is a stalactite that is dripping down above the forge area. However, upon closer inspection, it looks like it was carved to be a kind of makeshift chimney for the smoke to escape out of. Basically, a stalactite got hollowed out and it's above the forge. So the smoke rises, goes out of it. And without any wind, it goes straight up.
Okay, so what cover up the smoke and then we climb up to the this chimney.
It is hanging above in the open air. Not really much of a way to get to it.
How wide does it seem? How?
It looks to be approximately 3 to 4 feet wide.
4 feet wide. Does anybody have spells?
Yes.
Do what?
Do you have anything in nature of like climbing wise?
No.
Are
I can
there
keep you-
climbing spells?
I can keep us from getting hurt if we fall, but that's about it. I mean, I have a spell that can help about 30 feet away, but that's it.
Wait.
I don't.
So there's no way to. Could we jump in the bucket?
It's a 1 by 2 foot bucket. I mean, you could have a foot in a bucket, but
You said it's 2 feet wide.
it is 2 feet tall, 1 foot wide.
Uh.
It's kind of a deep bucket.
Hmm.
Also, it only goes around the workshop, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I thought the
Yeah.
of
So we didn't find any other exits or doors or.
it's the main door to the palisade that you walked in through. But there is behind, over by the barracks, there is something maybe over there you've yet to explore. So I almost said something.
Okay, let's go over
okay,
there.
we'll go there.
And
Yeah.
you had no knowledge of this previous. Ooh.
Let's explore the
Let's
unexplored.
explore the unexplored area that we thought we may have explored.
Nope. There is still the stone structure and an area next to it. But
We heard the voice.
what does the
in
party
head.
wish to do? And we are getting upwards of 30 minutes to our closing time.
I say we head to the area we haven't explored yet, and
Explore it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well said.
All right. So with that, you are able to see over by the barracks building, you can see to the left that there is more tunnels that lead into the rock face. With this, you are able to see a proper rail system that goes in and about into the mine.
This may lead out.
Might as well try it.
Let's go.
Okay. Everyone, quickly roll a perception check.
Oh no.
Alright, then.
So Sai did 26. I did 13.
Yeah,
Good job, Vardak.
Yeah.
it was a natural 20.
Yep, it was.
Good.
Okay.
That 9.
With. All right.
18.
Vardak, you are able to hear the creaking of a large brass door. It's coming from behind you in the area over towards maybe the front gate.
Okay.
Goblin.
To what direction?
Over towards the gate, which is behind you and then to your leftish.
Oh, I'm gonna turn that way and look.
Absolutely. You are able to see the red glow of a flame, of a torch. However, the immediate source of it is not currently seen. The door is opening inwards, but you've yet to see anything in particular.
Oh, dear.
Are we able to like hide from the door's swinging sight?
You certainly may be able to. You could try and hide in the shaft or hide alongside of the barrack building.
Either way, and I'm also gonna notify those around me to do the same.
Absolutely.
Hide.
Okay.
Danger.
I guess it's stealth.
Yeah, make stealth checks if you so wish.
26.
Sneaky time.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Okay, and for you, Deadeye?
Sorry,
If you
what?
wish- do you wish
Doing
to be
stealth.
stealthy and try and hide behind the barrack building because of the new presence at the gate?
Fuck me,
Okay.
God.
I was about to say I notify the rest of you and then just stand out in the open, not being stealthy, scoring below.
Yeah,
With this,
I'm there
everyone
with
is
you.
able to, everyone barring Deadeye is able to quickly shuffle over and get behind the building. And Deadeye, however, stumbles at their step. They kick over one of the crates that was over there in the supply area. And with this, a sound is made,
Shit.
a thud. But you do get your back over to the backside of the stone barrack. With this, you can read and do you understand any languages?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, if it's Dwarvish, I can read it, but I also have Abyssal, Common, and Sylvan.
Absolutely. Does anyone else by chance have a underground language?
I have comprehend
well, so-
language still going, unless it's been an hour.
In that case, it has not been an hour. You two can hear the sound of kind of low, gruff voices of. Excuse me. Bori, what was that? You hear something? I don't know, Tori. It's. This place shouldn't be on. I saw smoke. Did you? I did. And you hear little bits of conversation going back and forth. All right, lads. Get your weapons ready.
Sorry, what was the name?
There was a Biori and Tori that was currently mentioned.
Totally. Yeah, these are dwarves.
Cause I have Biori.
I'll grab a Tory.
I have
Dwar-
Biori himself.
Dwarves are generally good folk, yes? Can we make our presence known to them and be friendly? Maybe they can help us out here.
The first thing they said was ready your weapons. That might not lead
Well-
to a good confrontation.
What was the thing? What were we doing when we came in here? We were readying our weapons because we were afraid of whatever was in here too.
We were afraid of a frickin' spider, which in the end, look at it, it's dead.
They're also afraid for their lives, you know. Better safe
And
than
look,
sorry.
at in the end, we'll be dead.
Or
Okay.
maybe they're dead.
Hold on,
You gotta
hold
have
on.
some optimism. I did not.
Bori,
Okay.
I heard something.
Oh,
You hear whispers? I don't know, Tori. I hear something over that way. And
Okay.
with this,
I have.
as they are entering in the gate, all right, store the weapons, lads. Get ready. Don't know what's over here. And with this, you hear the light footfalls of several sets of feet stomping their way across the gravel plaza. Okay.
Guys,
Now with this,
let's say
what does the
hello.
party do?
I had a question.
Absolutely.
So, weren't one of us not hiding?
One of you, you were all trying to hide. However, one of you stumbled over some supplies and made a noise doing so.
I did.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I thought that someone didn't hide, so I was confused.
Not that. They're behind. You're all behind a building currently.
Okay, cool.
Yo, I think we should
Have
make
they
this move
passed
now.
us yet, or are we
No,
just
they have not.
currently here?
From the entrance of the gate over to where your immediate area is about 50 feet from the gate, from it opening, and anyone has yet to hear, or rather see, you've all heard, but only two of you have heard and understood what's going on, as you can recognize the language of Dwarvish being spoken amongst several members of the species. With this, none of you have seen who they are or what they are just yet. But with this, you do hear the language of Dwarvish and understand that they're kind of doing in low, hushed tones, but not much of a thing is ever heard of a sneaky dwarf.
Okay. You know what? I'll make my presence known. But like, more I'll like back away to not reveal my allies, but more like try and sneak forward so that way it seems like they're coming upon me instead of finding me hiding.
Absolutely.
What kind of role would that be? Or
Performance.
Performance.
Okay.
18.
With that, you are able to see as you back away and make your presence visibly seen. You can see that there are 4 dwarfs that are side by side and are currently they seem to be not truly warriors, but more so explorers in their appearance. They don't wear bulky armor, but you do see that their packs are laden. They have helms with candles lit, and you can see that one of them, that multiple of them, sorry, have satchels. And with this, you can see 4 dwarves, one with white hair, the rest with brown and black hair. Okay.
Well, howdy there, fellers.
And with that, one of them does a kind of panic skew and fires their rifle. With that, roll a quick dexterity saving throw, please.
No problem. I can't be surprised, so if I knew they were gonna attack, whatever.
You're good. The
14.
All right. With his weapon leveled at a kind of hip fire, he fires his musket, and a crate beside you blasts into splinters. And they all ready their weapons, and you can see them do a quick charge and see them like ready their weapons and take the first 5 steps in a charge, and then they. After about 5 feet, you can hear their charging scream drown and go, "Whoa, wait, who are you?"
Well, I don't appreciate the attack. I dust myself off. I got a little lost in the mines after a miner cave in from a little bit more above from where I'm at. But I've been trying to find a place out, and I ended up getting attacked by spiders, killed them, turned on some sort of steam power thing. Now this place is active.
You killed Sheelab all by yourself.
Yeah.
Roll deception.
23. Fuck you.
With that, like, really now? The white-headed one begins to speak. It has a pair of spectacles on its face, and it kind of narrows its eyes and looks at you and goes, "Oh, you're not an unusual Ungi, are you? Huh. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Let's introduce ourselves. You did us a favor, I do think you did. You killed Sheelab, and you killed Sheelab, the spider."
Yes. Yeah, it's like all of its pests, and even burnt down its little cave web thing. It was weird. I didn't like it. Got rid of it.
The one in the white hair, he then kind of puts his axe down and leans on it and kind of rests his elbow on it. He just has a general look of surprise, of genuine, pleasant surprise on his face. Like, my goodness, you did that all by yourself. Well, let's see if we can break out any bugmen, sir. What's your name? My name is Biori. These are my cousins. Not exactly brothers, but close enough to be so. This is Tori, Nori, and Jargund. We're all Baraduks. This is an old mine of our people. We had to abandon it long ago. But when we came back to it, or at least the first scouts that came back to it, they got caught in her web. Have you seen them? Our scouts?
Several doors, maybe 3 of them.
Not alive, I believe.
I apologize in advance.
In advance?
Maybe I said that wrong. I did find them dead inside the web, all cocooned up.
But in advance, though, what do you mean?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know actual English. I'm dumb as shit. I mean that outside of game. Like I said in advance, out of me being dumb. I'm probably not what I meant to say.
Even so, in advance of you did kind of burn the nest with the people in it.
And you know what? Okay, you know what? I'll say that as like I did burn the nest before I pulled them out, so I may have ended up burning them a little bit. I apologize.
Well, I suppose that's okay. We would have put them on their own funeral pyre of sorts, but it wasn't done properly. But we can overlook that. You killed Shelob, of all things. We
Was
thank
this
you.
like a very particular spider? Like it was talking a lot of shit, and I didn't appreciate it.
Wait, you could understand. It talked. It was a language you could comprehend.
With some help.
With help, you said.
I mean, I did all of the work. Trust me, but I mean, they helped.
Who is they? And they kind of begin to crouch a little bit, and they look like they're about to pull weapons, but they have like their hands hovering almost. Like, are they hiding?
We got scared as well when we heard y'all. We're not here to hurt you, and we don't want you. We don't want to fight. We're just trying to find a way out.
Oh, well, we can help with that. Nori, you have the map to get out, Rez. And then Nori kind of shakes his head, and he pulls out a map, and with this, he hands it over to Biori, and, well, largely the way out from here would have to be essentially the way we came, but, well, that's an old exit, but it should still lead up to the surface.
I
But-
would mighty appreciate it if we could. Maybe you could guide us.
I suppose we can. Largely, our job was to take care of Shelob. She has earned a grudge, so against our people. She earned a grudge. We were here to settle it. But it seems you did that for us. Granted, we can't scratch off the grudge ourselves, but could we have a name as to your?
Deadeye Windborn at your service.
All right. He takes out a thing of rubbing charcoal and scribbles that onto a parchment. And he says, "Dead Eye." If I may ask, how is the? It's Dead Eye, one word.
DAI. No wait. DA. Oh fuck! I don't know how to spell it. DEAD -I Windborn.
Is that I like the eyeball, or I as in singular?
The singular I. It's not like EYE.
Deady. Okay. Okay. He writes it down. And your allies, are they? They've yet to present themselves. He kind of leans
I
his head
kind of
out.
wave towards them, being like, "Come on."
I guess
you're
we'll-
making me seem a little weird here.
We'll awkwardly shuffle out, I guess.
Okay. And with that, the party is revealed of 4-on-4 of dwarf versus the party of our intrepid heroes. Okay. Now, with this, what does the party wish to do?
You'd like to get the hell out of here. I assume.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Want to get the flipping out of here.
Okay. Alrighty then. So, ultimately, you can follow us, and we should be able to get you out. If we went out the long way, it'd be the safest, but there's a shorter path that leads out to the surface much, much quicker if you're in a hurry to get somewhere, but we recommend the longer path back towards camp, or rather back to our outpost, which then leads back to the main section of the underway, and then we can get back towards Graken-Taken, or Graken-Talvin.
What are y'all in a rush or not? I don't know.
Oh,
This is still
we
my first
weren't
day.
in a rush, not per se, but we hoped to venture back within a week or two. But ultimately, our plans have changed with Sheila being dead. And the dwarves kind of like all shake their heads in unison. Like, we were out here to wreak vengeance and settle a grudge, but that's been fixed now.
So if y'all are willing to escort us out of the mine, I mean, if y'all want to handle your dead first, and we can wait. If all my
That would be
compatriots are
greatly
ready,
appreciated.
well,
We would like to take care of our own, get them at least into a preparable state, and we can have others come back for them. That way they can receive a proper burial. For now, we'll stow them in the barracks and we'll cover them and hopefully people can come back, get them, and bury them in their proper homes and tombs. But with that, we really do thank you for taking care of her, and then also, what condition were our late comrades in?
Some of dead.
We know they're dead. They're dead, yes, but desecrated? Were they eaten? Were they drained of their innards? Was
There
there
was one skeleton one that I know of, and then I know I at least went through one body. What was his condition?
the other one looked like he was kind of drained and looked like he was emaciated almost.
I'd say emaciated or drained in that case. I'm not sure about the other two. What one was a complete skeleton.
Complete skeleton. Oh boy. Well, that all still works for us, but it's for the transportation of the bodies.
Right.
Okay. With that, if we may, where were they?
Hmm?
Where
Oh.
were these bodies?
I point over to the cafeteria mess hall and say, "There's in the corner of the room, next to like a broken statue."
Oh, okay. With that, Tori, Nori, can I have you two go in there and take care of them? Just wrap them and then carry them each into the barracks. And then he pads them off, and they converse on their way over to the door and then open it. Then you can hear one of them exclaim, "Holy crap, it's huge!" And then they go inside. Okay. But with that, now, Biori and Jargun are now in front of you. Okay. It's like, all right. So, what all are all your names, if you mind me asking?
Sam.
Nice to meet you, Sam. And a turtle. Haven't seen many of you in years past.
It's Zarkish. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you. And you're a regular Ungi, aren't you? What's your name?
Oh, Varda.
Nice to meet you, Vardak. It's an honest pleasure. This is quite a surprise. It's making my day, I know that much. I was expecting a large spider, venom, webs. It would have been disgusting, but a vengeance paid, no less. Oh, this is a relief. Oh, well. Yes.
So, depending on which way you wanted to take us out, the way we came in was, had a goblin horde, and they sort of collapsed the tunnel.
Groby, he seems to get a little angry at the thought. They were in our mine.
Yes. And I point back towards the direction.
He then re-looks at his map and says, "Wait a sec, Groby, this far south? That's new. Well then, they must have taken the underways while we were away. This section has largely been, not abandoned, but regularly patrolled. The mine here has largely been dormant. It's not been in direct use or need. It lost funding after the upper shafts have been proven to not be as tenable. But with that, hopefully we should be able to take care of our own here, and maybe, seeing how you got the place back up and running, we could potentially rekindle the flames here. But anyway, that's not important. They then see Tori and Nori bringing out one of the bodies in a linen cloth, and it is currently being moseyed over into the barracks area. So with this, Bodhi says, so you came over from, he's looking and referencing at his map. You came over from that way then, so that way is closed off. So
I pull out
yes.
the map I have and show them.
He then compares your map to his, and his is far more detailed and elongated versus yours. With his, it's a proper scroll that rolls out and out and out, with displaying all of the tunnels going alongside the mountain. With yours, you simply have an incomplete portion of the map. You have the entrance to Bjargun's mine, and with that, you are able to see the entrance of the exterior and versus the entrance over here.
Ah.
However, as you cross compare, you got the tail end wrong. The entrance to the outside was the air shaft slash the ass end of the mine, and the entrance down here was the main entrance. As most dwarven kingdoms are underground, well, an entrance to a mine can just simply be the entrance from the main caverns. All right. Now, with that, we're about 10 minutes away from our official stop time. With that, the dwarves have now taken their comrades and deposited them in the barracks. With that, they have their bodies wrapped in linen. And is there anything else the party wants to do before setting off or continuing on?
Nope.
No, I don't got anything.
Think we're good?
Absolutely. Then with that, that will be where we put the cork in it for this week. And with this, now, that is the end of our session today. With that, are there any questions, comments, or concern?
Had a lot of fun.